Gavra coming front. But here comes Epic now pushing Tiger. Tiger goes to Spencer to the inside. Tiger on the inside. Epic will try and go round the outside. One corner to go. On the last lap, this is going to be insane. So here comes Dutchy as well. Tiger is going to look like it's going to win, but it's a track wait for seconds. And somehow, he's got the DRS.
And here he goes then down this mini-back straight. Now steps 200 brake.
Pemberley now he's going to be looking for DRS here. There's 4 drivers going at it. Dirty Larry goes around the outside. Oh, let's have a look here. Oh, it's Pemberley around the outside. All of them. Oh, the inside. It's not the inside line. What's a move? Really highly done from the Mercedes driver. Wow.
Right, you up?
Yeah, we're up. Hello everybody, let's start down here. Welcome one and all to Gavra Racing here at Spa. We are doing the 3 hours event here at Spa. Today we have got 3 races lined up for you, and we can't wait to get started really. It's going to be quite a blast. So obviously there's going to be a few ways on how we're doing this, ladies and gentlemen, but it's gonna be a great one. I can't wait. So today I am joined by Two Cent, but he's currently doing safety car. So ladies and gentlemen, what's happening here is, oh, sweet little devil, Tyler's here. Hello, Tyler.
Just saying, you started the lobby, mate, and Bonnie isn't even in the race. By
Yeah, Joe's in the car, it's alright.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's in the car.
That's fine.
It's fine.
Alright. Oh my god, a lot of technical issues. Alright, here we go. So we've got the formation lap here, which is going to be interesting. So as you can see, we've got everyone in the Group 1 cars. I don't know why someone, wait, Group 1 and Group 3, is that right? Group 1, Group 3?
Group 1 and Group 3 down, yeah.
Alright, okay, for some reason I'm thinking Group 1, I'm just an idiot. So yeah, 11 drivers, including the safety car, as we are now approaching the... This is a formation lap, isn't it, Toussaint?
Yeah, just a formation lap, and we're going to get going very quickly. This is going to be a very quick formation lap here. The drivers know what the procedure is. There's a quick red flag period so we can sort out some of the streaming problems.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we tried streaming off the Gavra YouTube channel, but like on my end it just majorly crashed. But it's okay, we're just gonna persevere. But welcome everyone to the stream. I know this is weird, you don't normally see a Gavra stream from my perspective, but yeah, it's gonna be a great race, and we hope everyone enjoys it. 3 races lined up for you today, each race an hour long, if I believe, so things are gonna get spicy here around Spa. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be doing... Yes, Wolfie, it is about time. I mean, obviously, I would be swearing by now, but I'm not, because it's Gavra. Yeah, we had a lot of technical issues here, Wolfie. So that's why we couldn't really do the streaming. But we finally got it after half an hour. I'd say that's a world record there, to be fair. But everyone's lined up ready. As you can see, we've got Dutchy, Woody, Weekly Styles, Tim Gren, X Natty G, Aston, Ted, Finn, Lee 2000, Simsoff, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, and Joe X. So can't wait to see what these guys have got in store. Yes, that's right, Philip. Honestly, it took forever, but we finally got it ready, and I hope you guys all enjoy these 3 hours. And greeting from Germany. Well, nice to meet you, man. Welcome. Yeah, I suppose you've been around here before. But whatever, Wolfie. But we're doing all right in the commentary box. Toussaint taking his time. It's just been after. As everyone's in the formation lap, just about to go to the start, and yeah, should be very exciting here.
Yes, indeed, as Joe is going to form up at the back of the pack. We're going to get going for the remaining 40 minutes of this session. Apologies for the delay. We are going to get all of our cars though up and running for the 3 hours of Spa. As Dutchy then rounds the final corner, he will know when to go at the start-finish line. He will lead the field to the green. And we are underway here in Spa, I believe. There we go. And Daniel going to do the commentary to the first corner because I can't currently see.
Alright, okay, so we're approaching the first corner now. Play Dutchy and Woody tightly close together, followed by Wesley Styles. Joe X managed to get a beautiful move there, and Lee's done a little bit wide, but we're coming down to the long main straight. As right now Dutchy in first, Woody in second, Wesley Styles in third, Joe X in fourth, Tim Glenn and Natty in fifth and sixth, Aston in seventh, Ted in eighth, and at the back of the pack. But meanwhile, play Dutchy and Woody. Woody's going to look for a move on play Dutchy, but attempts to. Wesley Styles getting that 5-10 penalty.
And yeah, Dutchy and Woody leading away at the front of the grid at the moment. Woody trying to make a move into Bruxelles corner, but nothing that he can do at this stage in time. We've got Joe as well piling the pressure onto Wesley Style. He's already about to get further than he did the first time he started this lobby. So 35 minutes left to go. Then Joe runs wide at No Name, but no crashes on this occasion. Tim still leads the Group 3 category though, with Natty in second and Ted making a move for third, making his way past our big rival Aston in the Porsche.
Yeah, pretty good from these guys, but so far so good. Joe, I don't know what happened to Joe there. He's lost all of his battery, but so far clean driving from all of them. Play Dutchy and Woody and Wesley Styles, these three in particular. These are gonna look for a little bit of a battle, but Joe will be gradually catching up if he can, but so far so good. Everyone else pretty clean. So Toussaint, you're the, oh wait, hold on, I'll ask you after, but Woody and Wesley Styles, these two might have a scrap along the bus stop. Wesley Styles was kind of looking for a move there, but Toussaint, you're the one of the admins of the race, so would you like to tell everyone how this event's going to work?
Yeah, so we will have 3 1-hour lobbies spanning across the time span of 3 hours, obviously. This is the first of the 3 lobbies. Got off to a bit of a rocky start here, so I called a red flag and we've reset with 40 minutes left on the clock. There'll be 2 more stints to run this afternoon, both comprising of 1 hour with driver swaps in between. Only a few drivers are doing this entire event solo, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see how that pans out. They did a safety car start for the first stint. That will not be repeated for the next 2. The drivers have to take care of their fuel and tyres for the next 34 minutes in this lobby, and yeah, hopefully we could be bringing you an uninterrupted coverage of the remaining few lobbies.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, in particular with these lobbies, they are pretty short, but we had a lot of technical issues, but we're now underway and we're ready to actually see some racing here at Spa. But so far so good from these drivers. Woody and Ted and Aston, these two are looking for a little battle in the Porsches. But yeah, variety of different Group 1 and Group 3 cars here. Obviously, gonna have a little bit of an advantage here, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, Finn and Lee, these two might be looking for a scrap. Let's have a cheeky little look here. Oh, not quite there.
Finn got filtered back on the opening few laps. He's now trying to make his way back past some traffic and get up into the lead of the race, but Lees goes very defensive into Pujon. Now Finn on the inside, challenging the Mercedes on the inside line into Pujon. There's more contact between the two, but Finn barges his way through. Great stuff there from the German. He goes up into 9th position. I believe that is 5th in class.
Yeah, really good there from the German driver. But meanwhile on track, everyone, Timgren and Natty, well, Natty's trying to build a time there on Timgren, with Ted and Aston going really wide there onto the AstroTurf. That's going to cost him a lot of time there, but so far so good from the rest of the drivers. And yeah, pretty much they're all spaced out at the minute here, Toussaint.
Yeah, they are a bit spaced out at the moment though, but don't forget we do have our Group 1 cars having to navigate this traffic as they make their way through on their laps. So Dutchy, Woody, Wiggly Style and Joe will all have to navigate these Group 3 cars. They don't necessarily have to get out of the way, so it's on the Group 1 car to make the pass safely here.
Yep.
And so our GT field still fairly close together. 5 cars in one straight there. Natty leading the way in second position at the moment. Ted, though, really close to going to the back of the Brit.
Yeah. So if I'm not mistaken to saying, Group 1 and Group 3, these are all separate. So for example, Tim Grimm would be first in Group 3, and then Play Dutchy would be first in Group 1, correct?
Yes, indeed. So Dutchy is first in Group 1 and Tim is first in Group 3 as it stands.
Alright, so yeah, pretty much how it goes there. So we'll be keeping a close eye out on both groups here. But meanwhile, in Group 1, everyone seems pretty much spaced out. Dutchy taking a huge lead there, 4 seconds ahead. Looks like he will have a chance of winning this race in Group 1. But meanwhile, in Group 3, everyone seems close together. Natty trying to build a time on a Timgren there, but a Timgren in Group 3, 5 seconds in front of the rest of the drivers. But keep an eye out on Ted and Aston and maybe Finn here, as these three might have a little bit of a scrap towards the final sector.
Yeah, hopefully we will. Yeah, I'm looking back here though into the GT field where the cars are still very, very close together. A lot of cars we've seen only separated by 1 second, less than 2 seconds. So Finn though, really on the move, has destroyed that gap to Aston now. It's just over a second here as we go through the final few corners of Sector 2. The Porsche does not necessarily have the straight line speed advantage over some of the other cars, but Finn will be trying his best to get past Aston now as we make our way down the back straight and in towards the bus stop chicane underneath the Spa-Francorchamps board into towards Blanchimont, where Verstappen completed that move around the outside of Felipe Nasr in 2015. But Finn will be trying to do something similar as he went up now into the bus stop chicane. 7 tenths behind Aston, will be getting the benefit of that slipstream now, breaking late into the bus stop. Very much too far to go for a move just there.
Yeah, pretty good from these drivers here, but Tim gained a massive lead on the rest of the pack, so it looks like he will be in pole position for quite a while in the Group 3. But meanwhile, in Group 1, pretty much they're all spaced out. But Wesley Styles is gaining just a small bit onto Woody there, so keep an eye out on them two in particular in Group 1. Joe coming in there with a 10th time penalty. But so far so good from the rest of the drivers, pretty much clean. Oh, and speaking of clean, Aston and Finn, these are in the slipstream here as they go into the corner. Finn, beautiful move there, as yeah, I'm not quite sure what the corners are on this track, but I'm pretty sure Toussaint will be able to give us a hand there. But so far so good, well performed there from Finn.
Yeah, so Finn getting the move done into Lecon there. Nice use of slipstream down the Kemmel straight into the chicane and moves his car now up into 4th in class. Finn really getting back into the groove of this race. He's now destroying the gap to Ted in front. Can he bring Aston along with him here maybe? Aston might be saving fuel in the slipstream to try and go longer in this stint. Of course, there is no mandatory pit stop in this stint, but you may run out of fuel before the end, so you will possibly have to fuel save for a little bit longer. But now goes Finn on the inside into Fania, wasting no time, absolutely, and goes up into 3rd in class now. Only Natty and Axengren sit between him and the class lead in Group 3. So great stuff there from Finn. Off a safety car restart, he now moves himself up into 3rd in class.
Yeah, but Finn gradually... Oh, Joe is in the pit. Wonder what... He's got engine damage and front left damage. Pretty unfortunate there from Joe. I'm not quite sure how that happened, but meanwhile, Finn is gradually gaining time, but also Aston and Ted, these are going for a little scrap here towards the final corner. Nice move done from Aston. Aston goes a little bit wide on the AstroTurf, manages to hold the position as they go into the bus stop. Aston going really wide there on the bus stop. Ted managing to make the move on the outside of Aston, and nicely done there from Ted.
Yeah, so now Aston still in the slipstream of Ted as we head up towards La Source for the 6th time, in this lobby. Now can Aston get instant payback on his Group B rival Ted? These two finished in 3rd. Oh, Aston, won the championship. Ted finishing down in 5th respectively. But now up Rouge and Radion. What can Aston do here? Gets a bit of understeer midway through Radion. That's going to affect his exit now all the way down the straight. And as you were saying earlier there, Dan, the corner exit on this game is so vitally important for lap time.
Yeah, I mean, these corners in particular, once you go a little bit wide on the AstroTurf, I'd say you've pretty much lost a lot of time there. But Aston getting a 5/10 penalty, not sure how he got that. But meanwhile, if we just browse through Group 1, Dutchie getting a huge lead there, 7.5 seconds ahead of Woody, and Woody with 3 seconds in front of Whitley Styles, and Whitley Styles a minute and 8 seconds in front of Joe.
Yeah, and now Dutchie's starting to catch that Group 3 pack of cars. This is where traffic management comes into play here, where the good endurance drivers separate themselves out from the great endurance drivers. The management of the traffic in these faster cars will be crucial to the outcome of this race, I am sure.
Yeah, and if we look at Ted and Aston here, these two are not giving up. Aston's going to look for a little bit of a scrap on Ted. Ted done a little bit wide. However, they were just having a battle in the last 2 corners there. Aston getting really close slipstream on Ted as they go down the main straight towards the bus stop. But Aston looked for a move. He's thinking about it. Flashing the lights going on the inside of Ted. Along the main straight, Aston making the move done, but Ted is not giving up. Ted's going to look for a move, then that slipstream behind Aston as they go towards the bus stop. And was he able to make a move? Very close contact between these two. Aston flickering the lights for good luck into the bus stop. Nicely done on the apexes there, and well performed from Aston.
And Joe in the pits again with engine and front bumper damage.
Really?
And Joe now's going to drop back into the Group 3 field. He could go a lap down here as well.
Yeah, pretty unfortunate from Joe. He's going to have to gain a lot of time here.
Yeah, and Joe indeed does now go a lap down.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty unfortunate. He's going to have to gain a lot of time to catch up on these two. But Ted and Aston keep a very close eye on these two here to say, because Ted and Aston, these two have been looking for a scrap for a very long time. Will Ted be able to make a move on Aston down the straight as they go into turn 3?
I'm riding on board with Dutchie now. He's really catching these two in that Group 1 car, and as we were saying before, Dan, this is where the good are separated from the grey as Dutchie tries to navigate his way now through this traffic in that Group 1 machine. The blue flags are out. The Group 3 cars don't have to move off their racing line. It's down to Dutchie to make the move nice and carefully here, and now he approaches Ted on the inside. Ted is very obliging and gets out of the throttle there. What about Aston? Will he be as kind to Dutchie? Now out of no name down towards Puhon. Dutchie on the inside gets the move done. Woody will not be catching this group as well, but this is where the Group 1 cars really get stuck in and get to show their downforce advantage when compared to the Group 3s.
Yeah, pretty good there. But so far, but Joe is managing to gain on Ted, and Aston and Ted, these might not like Joe in this scenario. Hopefully Joe can try and get that move done, but meanwhile Woody is also catching up on Joe, about to lap him along this straight as they go all cleanly there. Joe making a move. Did Joe make a move? Oh no, Dutchie lapped Natty. But meanwhile, Joe managing to gain positions there on Aston, and Woody also lapping Aston and Ted. Well, lapped Ted, but not quite Aston. Now he's lapped Aston.
In the run up towards the final chicane, I think. Woody on the outside line gets it done nice and safely, but we'll be trying to catch Joe just in front of him, who is a lap down, but is also in a Group 1 car. So it'll be interesting here to see the dynamic that plays out between the two cars, as Finn there, quite nice, gets out of the way for Joe into La Source. And now Finn has been beginning to close that gap to Natty. Oh, as Joe's gone very wide there, that could give Woody a chance as they head up into Rouge and Radion. Obviously Joe doesn't have to get out of the way. He can defend from Woody in this scenario. Over the top of the hill, they go either side of Natty. There's contact between the Group 1 and the Group 3 car. Joe on the outside, Woody on the inside. It's like Hackett and Schumacher all over again, but Woody gets the move done down the Keble Straight and up into the con. That was great stuff.
Yeah, great moves there. other than that, Wiggly Styles about to lap Finn and Aston. Oh, no, Finn and Natty also. But meanwhile, Joe would be able to use that slipstream with Woody, as he might have a chance of getting back into the race here, but not quite sure because he did get lapped. But meanwhile, as the Group 3 and the Group 1 cars managed to mix in between each other, keep a close eye out here just to make sure there's a little bit of a scrap. Ted gradually gaining on Aston there. But yeah, it's pretty good driving there so far.
Yeah. Oh, Joe's wide at Pooh, and he nearly slides off into the gravel there. Keeps everything nice and under control, though, does the Brits.
Yeah, I should have a replay feature of that, but yeah. Not sure what else to say at the minute.
Yeah, Dutchy then romping away in the lead at the moment. Tim, likewise in Group 3, romping away at the lead. The battle for second is on though. Finn starting to close that gap a little bit more now to Natty. Just over 20 minutes left to go in this lobby. Dutchy still leads the way. Yeah,
Dutch is leading by a long shot there, 10 seconds in the lead there, as meanwhile Woody managed to lap a Tim Graham, but Joe, he's looking to make a move. Joe looking a little bit wide on that turn 1, poor exit there from Joe, but meanwhile everyone seems pretty spaced out still. Dutchy with a major lead there, and it's safe to say that Dutchy may have a chance at winning this race in Group 1, and also a Tim Graham, but Joe has managed to make a move on Tim, so Joe might be able to catch up in this race, but there's a long shot because Joe's 2 minutes behind.
Yeah, indeed. There's also the possibility here that the Group 3 cars could be lapping Simso if he's currently making, they're currently making their way now through Fania Corner. And Tim there, just going through the middle sector at No Name, so the Group 3 field could be about to lap themselves.
Yeah, but meanwhile, Natty and Finn, Finn must have done a nice move there on Natty, didn't manage to get that unfortunately, but Natty, he's not giving up, he's gradually gaining time on Finn, so keep an eye out on these two, Saint, because these two might be looking for a battle soon.
Certainly will be done.
Yep, Aston gradually gaining on Natty as well, so Aston might look for a move on Natty, but yeah, pretty spaced out, it's safe to say.
Yeah. We're looking at now Joe getting himself back up into 4th position, but under pressure now from Wiggly Style. Joe could send his whole team another lap down here as Wiggly gains on the back of the BCMR Porsche.
So yeah. So what were the I don't mean to ask this to Sam, but what were the teams for these drivers who are racing so far?
So Dutchy is currently in the BCMR 95 car, which is him, myself and Tiger in that team. Woody is in the PMT racing car with himself and Thunder for today. Wiggly is a solo entry in Group 1, and Joe is in a team with Bonnie and Websons in the number 12 BCMR car. And goes defensive here in his battle with Wiggly Sub. Is he going to go to the outside line to put Joe a lap down there on the rest of the LMP1 field? And he does indeed make the move round the outside at the com and makes Joe go a lap down there behind the entirety of the Group 1 pack.
I mean, I'm not sure if that was me there, but did I just see Joe's car jump? Like...
yeah, you probably did. You hit one of the green bollards that tends to do that for some weird reason in this game.
Yeah, but meanwhile, Aston gradually gaining time on Natty. Will he be able to try and make a move? But obviously the Mercedes does have that straight line speed, so Natty would be able to pull away. But in the corners, Aston would have a chance there to try and gain time. See who else we got here. It's pretty much all spaced out, but keep an eye out on Aston and Natty in particular here to say, because these two might be looking for a scrap, the closest out of all the drivers here on track.
And I believe Natty might have made a mistake somewhere in that last 10 minutes or so, because he is now 3.5 seconds behind Finn. He moves himself up into P2 in the Group 3 field.
As, yeah, pretty good so far. Aston gradually gaining on Natty here. Would Aston be able to look for a move on these few corners when you go down the main straight towards the bus stop?
Yeah, Natty here really struggling with tyre wear at the moment. He has got much worse tyres than Aston behind him, and in pursuit in the Porsche that is so much better in the corners. And now with the slipstream, could Aston go up into a podium position in class here in the GT field?
So, yeah, these two are very close. Aston is looking to make a move. Aston trying to do his little things right there, as he does close contact between each other.
Just a little bit of a bump draft, I think, there, Dan.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a bump draft. I don't even know. I can't even tell because the angles aren't the greatest here. But as you can see, the close contact. Not. I can't even speak today too soon. But yeah, these two are looking for a little bit of a scrap.
Oh, Aston looks to the inside line going into turn 1 with the overspeed from the slipstream into La Source. Now Aston on the inside, Natty on the outside. Will Aston get the move done? Natty tries to hold it around the outside, gets the traction off the corner. They're going side by side into Rouge and Razzie on here. Aston is the GT Sport Group B champion, and Natty the GT Sport admin who comes out on top here. It's going to be Natty who takes the move back into Rouge. Great stuff between these two, but now down the back straight, it's not over yet as Aston tucks back into the slipstream of Natty. Brit on Brit here into Lecom, and now in the slipstream, Natty trying to weave to break it. Aston's going to go to the outside line. Can he drive it round the outside of the Mercedes? Yes, he can. Into Lecom. Solid move there from Aston. He puts his team into 3rd position in class.
Great move there from Aston, but Natty is not giving up, and they'll try and Natty is trying to look for that little bit of revenge there. But these two are really close between each other on track. But so far, Tim Brain managed to get himself a little bit of a time penalty there. But if we just look at the other drivers on track, Joe is still getting lapped there, getting the blue flag for Whitley Styles to go through. Woody trying to gain a bit of a time advantage on Play Dutchy there. But,
as Joe gets very out of shape on the exit of turn 1, and Whitley Style actually goes back through on the BCMR car.
Yeah, pretty good there from Whitley Style, and Joe here, he'll be using Whitley Style's slipstream for most of the race, I presume, just to see if he can get that slipstream, but it is quite low on the battery. Meanwhile, Ted is managing to gain it, slowly gaining that time there, still 8 seconds behind Natty. But yeah, everyone seems pretty spaced out, but Joe and Whitley Styles, these two might be looking for a scrap very soon. But yeah.
Just looking at Natty's tyres, they are really, really wearing down now. He's got the worst tyres, I think, in the Group 3 field.
Yeah, it looks like Natty will be looking for a pit there soon. Maybe a cheeky little pit stop to help him finish the race. But yeah, pretty much clean driving from all these. Dutchy in a major lead there with most of his battery left.
So 14.6 seconds now in the BCMR Porsche. The two-time GT Sport champion Play Dutchy leads us away with 13 minutes left to run in this lobby. So that means that there's 2 hours and 47 minutes left overall. And I'll be jumping in the car for the next stint. I believe Woody will be joining Dan up in the commentary box for that. So be on the lookout for that. We'll have a bit of a 5-minute cool down between each lobby to reset lobbies and commentators, and then we'll get back going for the next hour-long stint.
I mean, I didn't want to interrupt you there that much, but
Joe looking at the, sorry Dan to interrupt, but Joe looking at the inside of Wiggly Style into the final corner, now ghosting inside the other car. They're going to pull out to the outside line going into turn 1. Joe on the outside, Wiggly on the inside. Joe brakes later, but he goes deep at the corner. He left the brake magic on, and now Wiggly closes the door on exit, but Joe's will be coming back now at his rival into Rouge, and Radjov's going to go for this as he Dan on the inside line, backs out of it at the last possible moment there, but Joe sticking right up behind the rear of Wiggly Style at the moment.
Well, yeah, really too close contact between the two. It looks like Joe is kind of going for a bump draft here on Wickley Style. Will Joe be able to look and move here as they go into the corner? Joe looking on the inside of Wickley Styles and manages to gain the move done. I don't think there was any contact there to say, but as you were mentioning that, let's talk about Natty and Aston here, because when we were going along that main straight into the middle sector, Natty managed to gain the move there, but obviously Aston's managed to regain that position.
Natty getting onto the AstroTurf, which, as we know, Dan, is very, very slippery here. Natty now back in the slipstream of the Porsche. The Mercedes that he is in does have a straight line speed advantage over the car he's currently battling, and now in towards the final corner. Can Natty go for a move? It would be a big send, but his favourite word is dive bomb. Does he go for it? No, he doesn't, not on this occasion. But Aston's gone deep into the corner. That could set Natty up now for a better run out of the bus stop chicane and down the main straight. And as we head across the line, you can just see the extra acceleration in that Porsche pulling away from the Mercedes despite the slipstream effect into La Source now on lap 13 here. We're getting blue flags from the car behind. Is that Dutchy behind trying to lap these guys? Indeed it is. So the Group 1 leader now getting involved in this battle. These two cars aren't going to want to lose much time to Dutchy as they go through Rouge and Razion, and Dutchy's caught them at the worst possible time. He has to slow down here and fall in behind Aston. He's going to go for a move. There's contact between the two, and Natty goes across the road there, and he's got a penalty for doing so. He tucks back into the slipstream of Aston. Can he make a move on the inside line into Lecom? Yes, he can on the inside. Natty goes back up into third in class. What a battle these two are having.
Well, now Dutchy doesn't want to give these any chances, doesn't want to give them any room, even though he may be leading, but Dutchy is flying with colours, and so far, so good. Natty and Aston, these two were looking for a little bit of a scrap as they go across the oval into the middle sector. Keep an eye on these two, a tenth in between each other. Natty going a little bit too deep into the apex, Aston going a little bit too wide. Going to centimetres, sir.
Sorry, Joe, very wide at Lecom. He might have to give that position up to Wiggly Style there. Broke way too late and has got a 1 second time penalty as punishment.
Yeah, but moving back onto Natty and Aston, you want to go for this one too, Sam? Go crazy.
Oh, that's okay. Fania on the inside goes Aston. Natty tries to hold it, gets the traction for the second part of the chicane, and now Aston tucks back into the stitch. He looks to the outside, and is that Sinsof off? It is Sinsof who's gone off there, and now Aston back in the stitch. They're going wheel to wheel through Stavelot and down through the exit of the corner. That's just about flat in Group 3. They're still side by side, door to door, as they go down the back straight down towards Blanchimont. These two are having an absolutely titanic battle for third place in Group 3 as it stands. 13 laps done in this race. Woody is now catching the back of this pack, but Nat's trying to hold it around the outside of Blanchimont like Verstappen did to Nasser in 2015. He's shoved off the track by Aston, now goes into the final corner, but here comes Woody now trying to make his way through this pack and just about gets it unscathed, but doesn't break in time for the last corner. And now Natty back on the power again in the slipstream of the Group 1 car as well, but nothing that can be done there for Natty going into La Source.
Yeah, I think what we've noticed here as well, the Group 1s in particular. Oh, Joe, he's gone way too wide there along the final corner. Very unfortunate there for Joe. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm pretty sure the Group 1s, these like to have a scrap a lot with the drivers in Group 3.
Yeah, certainly. As Joe then falls a long way behind Wrigley Style now. I think that team will be going a lap down into the next stint. Simsof now back into the pits with 28% laps of 20% of her fuel tank left.
Yeah.
Oh, Lees goes very wide as well, going out of the chicane, and Woody looking to the inside. Can't get through there. Now Aston and Natty looking to lap the car. They're going to try and use Woody, are they, as a block? Woody goes wide into Bruxelles. He goes off the track onto the very slippery stuff, but Lees nearly loses the car on exit, and he's now spun round, and there's been big contact there. Someone's gone off. Lees is off. I think everyone else got through unscathed, but now Woody and Natty wheel to wheel. And where's Wiggly Style come from? Wrigley Style goes up into P2 in this race here, Dan.
I mean, I'm not being funny. Like I said, Group 1 and Group 3, these two are having a scrap here, but Wesley Styles is making a move out on Aston.
And Woody's got engine damage here, Dan. Sorry to interrupt, but Woody has engine damage, front bumper damage, and front left suspension damage. So in that kerfuffle down at No Name, one of the Group 1 cars has got some serious damage here. Woody will need to pit for that.
Yeah, really unfortunate there from Woody, but that does allow Wesley Styles to go up into second place there, as yeah, pretty unfortunate for Woody. And speaking of, oh wait, hold on, Joe got lapped.
And Joe coming to unlap himself now from Woody, gets the move done, so Joe will be on the same lap. Oh! That's Woody, as he very sneakily goes around the outside of Natty there at the final corner. Nice stuff there from Joe, but Woody will need to pit with that damage. That's just something that can happen in endurance racing when you're lapping slower cars, and then Woody will have to stop and repair that damage.
Yeah, but that would mean Joe here, he might have a chance if he can gain that momentum. He might be able to gain quite a few time on Woody. But yeah, so far so good. Everyone clean driving there. Play Dutchy a major lead there in first place in the Group 1 cars, followed by Wesley Styles. Wesley Styles gradually gaining on Play Dutchy, but not quite at the minute. So, Joe is managing to gain time, but Tim Bren and Finn, them two are doing alright. Aston and Natty, these two are going to be looking for a swap. But if you've noticed here, Tucson, Natty,
they're going at it again, yeah?
Yeah, they're going at it again, but Natty does have the worst tyre condition and fuel in this scenario. So both of these drivers here might have to pit in order to gain them fresh tyres for the last 5 minutes of the race, unless they can hold it.
I would say they're fairly equal on fuel at the moment, but Natty has definitely got worse tyres. You can see him sliding around there on the exit of No Name. And the thing with tyre wear is it's sort of like a very vicious cycle, because the more you slide, the more you wear out your tyres. But the thing is, the more you wear out your tyres, the more you slide. So you just get stuck in this catch-22, as Natty proves that by going very wide, nearly repeating what Antonio Giovinazzi did in 2019, but keeps everything together. Nicely done there by Natty.
Nicely done, but he's lost a lot of time there on Aston. He might be looking to change tyres in this lap in particular because of the tyre condition he's got. But yeah, Joe is a minute and 58 behind Woody. Gradually gaining.
Nearly spins at the final corner.
Nearly spins there. I mean, a lot of the people in Group 3, no, not Group 3, Group 1 have managed to spin out quite a bit there. But yeah, Group 1 really separate, and yeah.
Yeah, Dutch just taking it easy up there. About 2 laps left to run in this session. He will comfortably make it to the end with the tyres and fuel that he has left on that car. As Wesley Styles' tyres actually in better shape than Dutchy's there as it stands.
Oh yeah, in terms of tyre condition, yeah. Dutchy, he's been on the same tyres throughout the whole race, but his fuel's starting to go a bit low. However, that wouldn't matter because he has got a major advantage on the rest of these guys in Group 1. So Dutchy, as it stands, will be coming in pole position, but meanwhile in Group 3, Tim Gren, he's quite low on fuel there, so a lot of fuel saving will be required in order to make sure he manages to gain his pole position in Group 3. But Aston and Natty, these two, Natty's gradually gaining time on Aston by 2 seconds, so, but however Natty does have that time penalty, and
Wiggly round the outside of Attengren there, going through Stavelot, and that down this back straight towards the bus stop chicane.
Yeah, nicely done there from Wesley Styles. However, Woody, he managed to gain a purple sector there. I think it was in the first sector. But keep an eye on Woody because he might be gaining the fastest lap. He might not win the race, but he might gain the fastest lap of the race. But yeah, Tim running really low on fuel there with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. He might consider here looking to pit, but doesn't manage to do it. He might push it for that final lap.
And he's now losing a lot of time to Finn behind. 17.2 seconds that gap's come down to now. Was a 2 minute 20.4 for Tim on his last lap. We'll see what it was for Finn as he completes this lap in the Porsche, coming up to the line, and it's going to be 2 minute 19.7. So yeah, he's about 7/10 lap faster than Tim as it stands.
Yeah, so far from the rest, but if Finn wants a chance, he's going to need to push it. Joe going round the outside of Tim Brenner. Joe just mentioned to get in that position. Sorry for the background, but as we carry on, yeah, everyone looks spaced out here too soon, and I think it's safe to say Dutchy might have the podium here for Group 1, as he just manages to go past Ted there towards the bus stop.
And yeah, we'll have to wait and see here. But Dutchy, well, we're going to, because we are doing this in 3 different lobbies, the gap between first and second will essentially be reset. And as Wiggly Style is not a lap down here from Play Dutchy, he will still be on the lead lap, and that 40-second gap that Dutchy has will be essentially annihilated once I step into the car for the next stint. But this will be the final lap then for Play Dutchy. I think Wiggly will be able to start this lap as well. But I don't think Woody will, so Woody and Joe could even go 2 laps down here following the end of this particular stint, which would be a bit of disappointment, I'm sure, for them.
Yeah.
With 46 seconds left to go, I don't think that Woody will, well, Woody definitely won't make it. Joe probably won't either, so Joe could go, sorry, will also go 2 laps down on Dutchy.
So as you can see here, Finn is losing a lot of fuel there, but it'll just let him do this last lap, as he is safely secured second place there. Also Tim Dren, he is safely secured first place in Group 3, followed by Aston, Natty, Ted, Lee and Sim Sof. But in Group 1, safe to say Toussaint, that Dutchy is going to be the Group 1 champion.
Yeah, I think so for this stint anyway. Still got 2 more to come, and I think Tim's actually going to go a lap up on Finn here as well, as Finn will cross the line on his final lap. Tim can complete 1 more lap, so Tim will extend his lead by a lap at the head of the Group 3 field. So the race is now over for Finn and all of those behind him.
As yeah, but Woody just managed to secure his position in 3rd place there for Group 1. Finn managing to gain what position here? 2nd for Group 2, but so far Group 2, Group 3. Oh my God, I'm not quite sure what I'm saying here. Toussaint, Aston coming in 3rd there for Group 3, but yeah, as they come around the final corner, your winner for Group 1 is Play Dutchy. Well played there from the Dutchman, as he managed to do a cheeky little drift there. But yeah, as you can see, so for the first race, Toussaint, what would you say was good about the race, and what do you think these guys are going to be expecting to see for the next 2 stints?
Well, I think for Woody and Joe, when the fresh drivers hop in that car, their first objective has got to be to get that lap back. They need to be on the lead lap to be properly chasing down this win now, because they currently find themselves 2 laps down as it stands here in this race. So they really need to get on it straight off the blocks in the next stint. So I'm sure that they will be doing their best to come with that.
Yeah,
so Woody starting now across the line.
Yeah, and also Joe's about to come across the line, and we'll just be waiting for Tim. But
to be fair, it's been a decent recovery drive from Joe there to make his way back through the entire Group 3 field. He still finds himself in 4th at the end of playing stint 1, and Tim really romping away there at the front of the Group 3 field.
Yeah, but Tim, I'd say really secure drive from there. Manages to come clean throughout the whole race. Manages to gain that 1st position as he comes across the line. But your Group 3 driver for the first stint is a Timgren, so well done. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is only the first stint. We're gonna have a 5-minute break, so any questions you want to ask, feel free to ask them to me. And yeah, but Toussaint, for the first hour, thank you for joining me in the commentary box, and good luck for your second stint, is it?
Yeah, always a pleasure, Dan, to be joining you in the comments box, and yeah, hopefully my stints will go fairly well.
Yeah, they'll go fairly well. All I can say, Toussaint, don't cry. Can do. We'll be able to make the same. Hey, what's up, boys? How you doing, man? But yeah, we'll be able.
Why is Thunder starting?
He's on group. Wait, hold on, I'm not too sure, not to be fair. But don't worry, Thunder can catch up as well as Webson. That's pretty interesting, to be fair. But hello, boys, hope you're doing well, man. But yeah, as we go across the line to Saint, he'll be making the lead 3, 2, 1, and away we go. As Toussaint in the correct start, followed by Wesley Styles. It's him, Brent and Natty. These two are going to be looking for a scrap in turn 1, and Natty tries to go on the outside there. As,
we're restarting.
We're restarting. Oh, God damn it! See, I was doing well there. God damn it!
They got the positions wrong there.
All right. Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate. Blame Toussaint for that one. Oh no, this is the point where Webson's just going to go, isn't he? Yes, he left. Finally! Yes!
Just waiting for the... He's saying we'll have to do the admin has to make up the grid himself, depending on the finishing grid from the last stint, so it shouldn't take too long. Yeah,
to be fair, I was wondering about that. I was pretty curious about it, but... yeah, I'll probably edit the bits like the intervals, and we'll just head straight to the races, so... because obviously I've got the VOD, and I'll probably download it and get to work on it straight away, to be fair, so you know, it's no problem, but we'll wait and see what happens.
So we should be getting started in a few minutes.
Oh, I hope so.
Let's see if Thunder can.
There isn't a formation map, a formation lap, around this track. I think there was a there was only for group. Wait, hold on. There was no formation lap at all, is there?
No, the formation lap's only at the start of the race, not for the other 2 stints.
Okay. So hold on. I wonder what's happening to Wolfie. Is Wolfie doing the final stint? It might be. I don't know. Alright, so while we wait as well, let's talk a little bit about you. So when did you join Gavra, and how did you find out about it?
So I joined Gavra I found out about it in late 2019 when Thunder did races in F1, and then in April 2020, April, I think, March, April. I think it was March. The first season of the GT Sport League was announced, so I signed up, and that was my first ever league race I joined in, and then, yeah, I've done all 3 seasons of the GT Sport League.
Alright, pretty good. Did you have similar interest in sim racing before you started?
I was into motorsport for a while now, but I just used to play casually. I wasn't properly into sim racing, so I wasn't too good at the start of season 1, but I have improved since then. The whole point of me joining was more of a learning experience and stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, how long have you been in Gavra for?
Over a year.
Nice. And alright, tell me overall about your GT Sport career, because I know you've been doing GT Sport a lot.
Well, I came season 1 not doing too well for most of the season, but the last race I managed to win and beat Dutchie's win streak, which was definitely in the history books. But yeah, so we're getting started now. The cars are lined up. Let's begin with spectating.
Alright, what's up, Aston? How you doing, man? But yeah, Woody, do you want to do this rolling start?
Sure.
Alright, Go ahead, Woody. Woody's leading the show, everybody.
So we have Toussaint in first, Wiggly Style in second, Thunder in third, and Webson's in fourth. That wraps out the Group 1 category. Tim is leading the Group 3 category, followed by Ivan, Kayla Love, Nadie, Ted, Lees, and yeah, I think someone left. Yeah, I think someone from the Group 3 left.
Yeah.
So we're getting ready to start here.
And here we go. 3, 2, 1, and away we go. As we head to Group 1, Thunder obviously looking for a move on Wiggly Styles. Wiggly Thunder
around
going
the outside, let's see if he can stick it. He sticks it, and he gets the move done. That's a really nice move. Now he just needs to gain a gap, and we're back in the race. I'm being biased. Toussaint has a good lead. There's a 1.2 second lead now. He is pulling away. See at the back of the field, nothing much going on. Kayla has, Nadie is looking for a move on Kayla. Might get a move at the straight here. He goes for one, he pulls out to the left. They're going side by side. The AMG does have more power, so this shouldn't be too difficult for him. Yeah, he just smokes him on the straight. The Porsche doesn't have a lot of power, but does make that up in the turns.
Yeah, as you can see there, Kayla was, Lee went really wide, but meanwhile, as we look into Group 1, Wiggly Styles and Thunder gradually trying to gain on Wiggly Styles. Webson going really wide and manages to spin out, which would allow a Tim Run to go through. Meanwhile, Natty and Kayla Love, these two will be looking for a little bit of a scrap here, as we go along the straight. Well, mid-straight, it's like a curve, not really sure what that curve corner's called, but yeah.
Well, the one Natty's on there is Puon.
Alright, Puon, okay. I'll get these names down eventually, but yeah, so far so good, clean driving from the others, except
Tim has a 3-second lead on Ivan, so he's already a lap ahead, keep that in mind, so he's storming away.
Yeah, I mean,
the gap's very close between Lee and Kayla at the moment.
Lee and Taylor, let's have a cheeky look here. Oh, you are right.
He does hit the bollards, which costs him a lot of time.
Yeah. As we come along towards the bus stop, and yeah, I'm pretty sure Taylor and Lee, these two in particular, these two are gonna have a little bit of a scrap. Lee's got a time penalty, goes really wide. Pretty unfortunate. Meanwhile, Toussaint flying ahead, as he always does, in the Group 1 cars.
It to Kayla, and he is ghosting. Oh, he managed to get them.
3 wide
Could
there.
go 3 abreast here.
Okay, then Ted is going for a little bit of a move. Didn't manage to see that, but luckily he caught that. As they go into turn 1, Lee manages to get the move on the inside, followed by Ted. Ted is going to look for a move now, gets up into 9th. As now he's going to try and look for a move on Lee as they go up into the straight towards the middle sector. And Ted gradually getting a load of time here on the Mercedes. As will he look for a move here? He's thinking about it, he's having a look there. Will he go and look for the move? As I go into the corner, Ted goes trying to go around the outside. Manages to hold it.
Ted slides in front.
What a move there from Ted. As he manages to get up into 8th place, and now he's going to gradually gain the lead on Natty.
Wiggly Styles only 5 tenths behind Thunder. He might catch up now to 6 tenths. He might catch up now because the gap was like 1.3 at this at the opening lap, so he is gaining. And Toussaint currently has a 4-second lead, so he might start up as Ted's getting under pressure by Lee, and there's contact. Lee tries to go on the inside. Oh, pushes them wide a bit. And Lee gets the move done.
Yeah, nice move done there by Lee, but Ted is obviously the first comeback. As meanwhile, in Group 1, Thunder and Wiggly Styles, these two are going to be really close to each other, so keep an eye out on these two in particular.
Right, Dan, I might have to leave you for a few minutes.
Oh, I'm on my own, chat.
I'll be back in like, I'm not sure. I will be back, Dan.
Okay, you're not sure when you'll be back, but
Sorry,
you'll be back.
I have
You're
some
gonna-
things
you're
to
gonna-
attend to.
yeah. Okay, go crazy.
Alright, see ya.
See ya. Chat, I'm on my own. This is a bad time, but you know, it's fine. Yeah, you're right, I am not alone because of what you guys in the chat. But as you can see, look at Taylor and Ted. As Taylor goes on the inside of Ted. Ted manages to hold it round the outside, and a little bit of contact between these two, attempting to try and make the move there. But so far so close from the Ted and Taylor. Keep an eye on these two guys, because these two are going to be having a little bit of a scrap. Let's quickly browse over to Group 1. Let's check out these drivers here. Thunder and Weekly Styles, these are getting pretty close, so keep an eye out. But meanwhile, Ted and Taylor, these two are gradually gaining. Ted gaining on Taylor. Ted looking to move around the outside. Taylor holds it on the inside of Ted. Taylor managing to hold it as they go into the middle sector. But Void, to answer your question, mate, I've played F1, but I wasn't really interested in it as much. But yeah, moving on. Thunder gradually gaining a lead away, but however, Weekly Styles gets the better exit there as they go into turn 1. Just double checking here just to make sure nothing dramatic happens. Thunder and Weekly Styles entering turn 1, and Thunder getting the better exit, and he's away down the main straight into the corner. Meanwhile, Ted and Taylor Love, these two are going for a little bit of a scrap as they go into the middle sector where the oval is, the semicircle. As oh wait, we're not quite there yet. No, we're at the bus stop, my bad. So Taylor is looking for going down the main straight. Ted really close behind here, so let's see if Ted can make a move here. Thinks about it, goes on the outside, tries to look for the move. Really close contact between the two as hold on, as Ted looks for a move, manages to apparently both drivers managed to earn a penalty there. Really unfortunate for both of these drivers as Ted and Taylor, these two looking for a little bit of a move. Ted might look for a move on Taylor as they go into turn 1. Ted trying to think about it, just backs off a little bit, gives Taylor that room, but however Ted, he'll be pushing down the main straight as Thunder and Weekly Styles, these two in between. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. But Weekly Styles and Thunder, these two are gradually getting on each other. Let's see if you can make a move on the bus stop here as Weekly Styles and Thunder going into the bus stop. Thunder getting a better move into the bus stop. Weekly Styles and Thunder pushing it down the main straight into turn 1. Thunder's looking for a move here. Will he make the move on the outside of Thunder? Weekly Styles is thinking about it, goes on into turn 1. Weekly Styles going a little bit wide, allowing Thunder to make the move. Will Thunder be able to make the move down into the main straight, into the middle sector? But as you can see here, guys, Weekly Styles lost a lot of his battery, but Thunder, however, he's lost a little bit of his battery too, so these two have been having a little bit of a major scrap here as they go into the corner. Thunder and Weekly Styles tightly together as they push through. Thunder looking for a move, goes on the inside. What a move done there from Thunder as he goes in towards the oval, and Thunder, because of that move, Weekly Styles lost a little bit of time there as they go around the oval into the middle sector towards Pumon. As just having a look at the rest of the guys, Ted and Taylor, let's have a look at these guys for a minute. And Taylor managing to hold it off Ted. Will Ted look for the move as they go towards the bus stop? Ted going really wide there, however manages to get back on the track as they go into the bus stop. tight braking just before the 100-meter board, goes into the bus stop, manages to hook the apexes nicely there, but however he loses a lot of time, which allows Taylor to get away nicely there. As we're looking now at Thunder and Wesley Styles, these two in particular. Let's keep an eye on these two in particular because Wesley Styles is gaining on Thunder here. As yeah, Thunder and Wesley Styles, these two are looking towards it as we go into the bus stop. Nicely done, hooking the corners beautifully on the main straight. Wesley Styles getting a better approach. Never mind, Thunder is away. Thunder manages to hook the apexes nicely as they go into the first corner. Wesley Styles getting a lot of time there. Thunder coming out with a better exit, managing to gain that boost, and they're off down the main straight. As, meanwhile, on the rest of the drivers, all looking clean here. But let's keep an eye out on these two in particular. Where's Woody down? Sorry, I don't even know where Woody's down. Just give me a minute, guys. Hopefully you guys can't hear any of the music that's being played in the background. But as we go towards the oval, Thunder and Wesley Styles tightly together towards the middle sector, manages to gain a lot of time. Wesley Styles, he's looking down the middle sector. Let's get a close up of Wesley Styles if we can. But Wesley Styles going into Pumont. And Wesley Styles making the move down Thunder. Thunder going really wide, pretty unfortunate there for Thunder. As they go into the final sector towards the main straight, and Wesley Styles, because Thunder went a little bit wide there, Wesley Styles is managing to gain time on Toussaint. But also Thunder, he's not clipping up, he's going to look for that move there. But however, they both got low battery. Meanwhile, if we're looking at Group 3, so far on pole, well actually let's read the polls out. So in Group 1, Toussaint is in first, followed by Wesley Styles in second, Thunder in third, and Webson in fourth. In Group 3, we've got a Timgren in first, Ifin in second, Natty G coming in third, followed by Lee in fourth, Taylor Love in fifth, and Ted in last there.
Hello.
Speaking of the Davies back, okay.
I'm back.
Take
what have I missed?
You missed quite a bit, a lot of battling in particular. Ted and Taylor Love, them two have been having a lot of battles, and Thunder and Wesley Styles, them two have been having a lot of battles as well. So keep an eye out.
Thunder and Wiggly are pretty much on pace with each other because they've been pretty beside each other for like the whole race. Because when I last left, Wiggly Style was only like 7/10 behind Thunder, and there he's gone past, but Thunder is keeping the gap.
As yeah, sorry, if I keep having to mute me mic, but like background noise. Anyway, as they go into Pumon, if I'm quite right, Woody might have to back me up here. As Thunder managing to get a lot.
Is I forgot the name of these two corners. I know most of them.
Yeah, you know most of them, but it's alright. But meanwhile, we were just saying that Thunder in Group 1, Toussaint, Wesley Styles, and Thunder are in the top 3.
Lee gets in the way of Thunder there. That's a bit unfortunate, but we have stated that that the when they're getting lapped, they're still, what's the word? They can still like stay on their line. They don't have to move out of the way like you usually see in like sprint races and stuff. This is because the Group 1 cars can easily move the line with like their high downforce. And but yeah, as we saw, was staying on the line in fairness, and Thunder just was unfortunate to kind of just be in front of him. You had to slam on the brakes in a usual flat out corner. So Still unfortunate, but he is still within a second of Wiggly Style, so it didn't cost him too much.
Yeah, not a lot of time lost there from Thunder. And but he'll be able to gain a chance on Wiggly Styles, but meanwhile...
He isn't in his slipstream on the Camel Straight, so Wiggly Style is pulling away a bit. He's now 1.4 second gap. See if he can gain some of the chicane Thunder. He has... Yeah, he's within 8 tenths now after that chicane, so now he might be within the slipstream of him now as they go through X90G.
Yeah. So they come down into Pumon. Thunder managing to gain time. I don't know why I find that funny, but Thunder going into this corner here, gaining loads and loads of time here on Wiggly Styles, around about 2 tenths. Finn getting in the way, just managing to go on the outside, just to let them past. And Thunder and Wiggly Styles go into the final sector as they go along the main straight. Thunder gaining a lot of time on Wiggly Styles. Will Thunder be able to gain that slipstream as they go down the main straight into the bus stop.
Mind, coming into the last stint of the race, finishing Wiggly Styles 50 seconds ahead of me, so as Thunder does get past Wiggly Styles, they're going side by side into the source. Let's see what happens here if he's going to hold it.
There's that. Thunder makes a move. What was Wiggly Styles trying to do? That was just trying to like get Thunder out the way or something.
He just pulled to the outside, managed to brake later, but he does have a run. Oh my god, they're going to go side by side through a rouge. Oh my god, he just gets a move. All right, but Thunder might get the switch back. He's in the stream on Camel Straight.
Yep, as they go into Camel Straight.
Pulls out, but he's coming to
oh no, I think that's in the situation now.
But don't worry, they're not caught them yet. This might, they're going side by side. Oh, that's just unlucky with Thunder. They get away nice and cleanly. Didn't cost him too much. But yeah, all this battling is just... Saint's just in a of his own, to be honest. He's just trying to get clean, consistent laps.
Yeah, but yeah, your mic, it was just breaking up a little bit during that little bit of commentary there, but it was might need to have a look at that. But meanwhile, yeah, Wiggly Styles managing to gain a lead as Thunder does really well on these corners in particular here, Woody. So if Thunder can keep it up with these corners, he'll be able to gain a load of time back on Wiggly Styles, and these two will be looking for a major scrap as they go towards the bus stop. But yeah, Wiggly Styles and Thunder, they're just a second between each other here, so keep an eye out on these two drivers in particular.
Yeah, this is the main battle going on during this stint at the moment.
Yeah,
so they're all pretty spread out in the Group 3 category.
Yeah, all seem pretty spread out there, but
Kayla Love is trying to chase down Lees, who is currently 3 seconds ahead of him.
Oh yeah, Kayla Love gaining a lot of time there on Lee, so keep an eye out on them two in particular, because we might see a
Delta
little battle
is pretty
there.
stable at the moment. It's currently just staying at 3 seconds, but he is gaining a few on some of the corners, so yeah, that could unravel in a few laps.
Yeah, meanwhile we see Wiggly Styles and Thunder going down Camel Straight, but Thunder normally does good exits on these two corners, so keep an eye out on Thunder, because Thunder might gain a lot of time here as they go into the corner towards the middle sector. Thunder managing to hook the apexes nicely as they go into the third corner, and Thunder losing a little bit of time there. Yeah, as they go into the oval. It's pretty low, but meanwhile, if we look at Toussaint here, Woody, he's 21 seconds in front of Wiggly Styles, so there's a major lead there from Toussaint. But so far they've all seemed pretty spread out here. As
Yeah, just trying to see. Yeah, the delta between these and Kayla has extended a bit to 4.5. So
yep.
yeah.
So
There's not really much happening in the Group 3 categories. It's mainly this battle between Wiggly and Thunder, which the gap is now 1.7, but let's hope Thunder can catch up.
yeah,
Well,
well, Thunder was your teammate, wasn't he? So obviously you'd be praising for him, but you can't praise for no one in the commentary box. But meanwhile, yeah, they all seem pretty spread out. So just keep an eye out on Thunder and Wiggly Styles here in particular here, would you? Because these two look like the closest on track. But yeah. So far, so everyone seems spread out. So currently, we've got Tucson in first in Group 1, followed by Wiggly Styles, Thunder, and of course Webson in Group 3.
Oh, sorry, you go.
Yeah, sorry. In Group 3, we've got a Timgren, followed by Ifin, X90G. In the top 3, followed by Lee and Taylor. Taylor gaining a lot of time here on Lee. So keep an eye out on them too, and of course in last place we've got Ted. I wonder what happened to Ted there. Might have messed up a couple of corners, but you know, we move. But yeah, while these guys are driving and while we just keep an eye out, because there's nothing really much going on here at the minute.
Yeah, we can go through the names, the people who are part of each team. So BC, the first team is Toussaint, 0208, Tiger Sauce 99. They are currently leading. BCMR number 12, so their second team is Bonival, Websons and Joe X. They're currently second. And then PMT Racing. I don't know if Toussaint might kill me, but he said not to mention what the team name means, but that's me and Thunder, buddy. Then there's solo entry with Wiggly Soil.
Alright.
And then Group 3 is, there's a team, unnamed team of Aston, Geek Fusion, Kayla Love. Then Tim Attenbrenn, on team solo. Cryptech, who only did qualifying, he's not racing. LL Finn is doing solo. So there's only one team in Group 3, Ted and then Simsoft, which I'm not sure where she went.
Yeah.
Not sure where they went.
According to Lee, he got reset after running wide, so that allowed Ted to go through up into 9th place. Really unfortunate there, mate. But yeah, so Thunder, let's quickly talk about Thunder, because he was your teammate in the last GT Sports season. So what was it like, you and Thunder? Like, what was your strategy throughout that season, and are you going to use that strategy from last season into this race?
To be honest, like, well, the strategy was just the race, like, because the championship, we had the Drivers' Championship in the bag, but the Constructors' Championship, there's only like 20 points between us coming into the last like 4 races, so we weren't really like, oh, I'll let you pass and stuff like that. We were racing each other, but obviously we were very clean about it. But yeah, we won the Constructors' Championship in Group B.
Yeah.
And, well, unfortunately, none of us won the Drivers due to circumstances. But yeah, we just the strategy and stuff. We just decided. And whatnot. We just drove a race.
Yeah.
Mind about each other. Focused on our own race.
Yeah, I mean, we did see a lot. Oh, Thunder! Speaking of Thunder,
he went sideways.
Yeah, he just went sideways there, man. I mean, it's pretty unfortunate, but still 36 minutes to go. We've got quite a long race for this. But yeah, I mean, honestly, what are you guys hoping for the next GT Sports season?
Well, I'm hoping I get into Group A, because I was quick enough for the Group A group, but I decided to race Group B with my teammate. Like, I'm not sure. I'm just expecting good battles in the midfield, and if I'm in Group B, I expect for another Constructors, maybe Drivers. Oh, Lee has spun around. He's going to rejoin the track behind Wiggly Style.
Yeah, it's quite unfortunate.
He just spun at the exit of the pit stop chicane, which is very unfortunate. He's now 16 seconds behind Ted.
Yeah.
And as he goes wide to make way for Thunder, come past. in the Group 1 car.
Yeah.
Webson is only like 6 seconds behind, 5.4 actually, so the gap has gone down between Webson's and Thunder. So Thunder's kind of in a bit of a pickle here because he's 4.6 between Wiggly. He has to try and gain on him, but he's also being chased by Webson, so the pressure is really on him now.
Yep. But yeah, so far so good. Yeah, as you said, Webson is getting a lot of time. Slipping out on these two. But meanwhile, Lee, I don't know what's happening with Lee there. He's just must have tried to make a move on someone, but obviously he's messed up. So yeah, pretty unfortunate there for Lee. But yeah, I mean, these drivers are pretty spaced out with like 30 minutes to go.
Yeah, let's hope. Sorry. Excuse me. Some of the gaps close up. You can see some last lap battles, but as it stands, yeah, Webson's could catch up with Thunder towards the end of this race. But yeah, well, just have to wait and see. Just bear in mind, Webson is a lap down because Gove been a lap down, or no, sorry, like a minute 15 or something behind me. So he's almost a lap down, but he is pretty staying quite behind Thunder and Wiggly. So his pace is good. All the drivers have dropped into the 2 minutes. They might be saving fuel, I'm not sure, but or they, yeah, the tire wear has gone pretty bad. We should expect them to pit perhaps 16, 17 maybe, because Thunder has a snap on the brakes. Because the lap, I calculated the race for Group 1 is probably going to be 31, 32 laps maybe. So yeah, we could see them pit perhaps lap 17, maybe go on less fuel for their second stint of this stint, if that makes sense. And yeah.
Yeah, but in the meantime, right, I had a little message from Wolfie, right, in the chat, and he said that he jumped you and Thunder in the championship.
In what?
In the GT Sports season last season.
Oh yeah, because I was Wolfie, buddy. Well, Suzuka, I got taken out, and I didn't race, so. Due to some circumstances, so yeah, I dropped from 1st to 4th in the championships in like 2 races or something. So yeah, but Wolfie did have a great season last. So it was pretty close between like four or 5 of us. So yeah, it was quite an enjoyable season.
Yeah, I mean, I was having to be honest, right, when I was doing it, Webson going on the inside of Taylor Love going on the outside there. Thunder goes really wide, allowing Webson to catch up there. Will he be able to make a move? Keep an eye on these two, because Webson's getting...
You really are forced to go wide in the Astro, because if you stay on that Astro, at the, going wide and poo on, you have a chance of spinning out, because that Astro in this game is pretty... words together. Punishing, there we go. I don't know how we put that thing.
Yeah, it is pretty punishing indeed. But yeah, like as we were saying, like for the GT Sports season, I think I was doing alright, but like me and Aston, we were doing quite well. But I kind of messed up towards the end of the season. I don't know why. It was because maybe I was inconsistent or something. But I'm hoping to try and get better next season. But enough talk with that. Let's keep an eye out on the race here. Let's keep an eye out specifically on Thunder and Webson here, because Webson's gaining loads of time here after that spin out down the P1 as they go into the Calamari Straight. Is that right? Something like that.
Sorry.
Calamari Straight. Right, I was close. But
Close.
yeah, close enough but not quite. But yeah, Webson gaining loads of time here on Thunder as they go into the corner. Will Webson be able to make a decent exit? As yeah, Webson gaining loads of time there. Thunder needs to pick up the pace if he wants a chance of getting away from Webson. Right now the gap is a second between these two as they go across the oval into the main straight. Where Puan is. There's really close between them two, but Yeah, you want to carry on, Woody?
Webson's only 8/10 behind Thunder, so he's gaining a lot. We could see a battle because the slipstream will aid him to help him overtake. It's going down. He could have him after the bus stop on the main start-finish straight, or at Blanchimont just for the bus stop chicane. But yeah, the gap is now 6/10, so Thunder is. Well, let me just check. Tire wear is in favour of Webson's, but there's not much difference. So as they go through the lap cars, we have a problem. Natty goes very wide. I don't know if that's a cause of them being lapped, but
yeah. But yeah, Thunder goes into the pits.
Thunder dives into the pits. That is at lap 15, so he's going to go longer on the second stint.
Yeah, with 30 minutes to go, it's pretty tight.
Stays out. He has quite a bit of fuel left, so
yeah, I think Webson's been doing a lot of fuel saving.
I'd say he's going to extend, try and keep his tyres. He's going to extend until he runs out of fuel, but he will struggle on tyres because he is in like the 2-minute ones at the moment. So
yeah, so best off keeping an eye on these two in particular, because he'll probably be going into the pit soon. But meanwhile, as you can see, we've got Taylor Love going into the pit. Ted went into the pit for a fresh set of softs. Lee also went into the pit, however, he's just about to be getting lapped by Tim Wren. Lee goes really wide, loses the car, Tim goes through there. That was quite unfortunate for Lee. I think Lee should have just pulled to one side, and he's having a little bit of a battle with Tim. As they go into, Lee's gone really wide and he's lost the car. But meanwhile, Wesley Styles here, he's getting involved in this little scenario. Goes past Tim on the inside, and Webson goes past Finn. Webson is gradually gaining on Wesley Styles here. So keep an eye on them two, because Wesley Styles and
Ted
Webson
has just exited the pits. So has Kayla Love. There's only a second between them at the moment.
Yeah.
Lee's also pitted.
Yeah, pretty unfortunate. Sorry,
He
man.
has a 2-second penalty. He might look to pit now because his tyres are absolutely dead. They are below half. As you can see, his front left's gone.
Yeah, I think
Tim dives into the pits. His tyres are a lot better than some of the other drivers. He must be doing very good at tyre saving.
Yeah, but as you can notice now, the times are going up. Yeah, Natty is going to have to pit here because his tyres and his fuel are pretty much done. So maybe with that fresh set of softs, it can help him boost the rest of the way. And yes, he does. He goes into the pits there. But meanwhile, Tim going for that fresh set of softs, I believe, and he'll be looking to push towards the rest of the
there's only one compounded tyre for endurance racing, so this game we're going to be using the softs now, so
is it softs only, is it? Okay.
yeah, softs only.
But meanwhile, when Tim and Natty went into the pit, that allowed Finn to jump into first place. In terms of tyre condition, he's doing well on the tyre saving. However, the fuel is a little bit low, so he'll be going into the pit soon. But that'll allow Taylor Love and Ted to try and catch up. Taylor Love is gradually pulling away from Ted here. And
I think the undercut might work, because Thunder did. He is gaining quite a lot on Webson's. It might work, the undercut, because he probably pitted like 2 laps early. So,
yeah.
But the problem is, the tyres on Webson's and Wiggly Style are going to be a lot fresher, and they're also going to have less fuel. So let's just see if he can hold out and maybe try and catch up on them, or gain on them. Sorry.
Yeah.
When he was at Lacombe, the chicane, the gap was 36 seconds before, and now it's 35.2 as it goes up to Pouon. So he's gaining quite a lot.
Yeah. But yeah, if we also keep an eye on Toussaint here, he's losing fuel, so we'll definitely be seeing him in the pit. Either on this lap or next lap maybe. But yeah, he just managed to pull off purple sector in the first straight as he goes into the oval. Switch to Saint for a little bit there, see if he can manage to gain a purple sector. As the door is about to approach someone. Who's he approaching here? Is it? Not too sure. Yeah, I think, yeah, it's Natty. As 2 Cent going into Puon as managing to gain on Natty. If 2 Cent can have a little bit of Natty's slipstream, he might be able to gain a fastest lap here. But as Natty just letting 2 Cent past, as they go along the corner, manages to, yep, hook the apex nicely, wouldn't be able to do it. No, he manages to lose time there by a second. But 2 Cent will be looking to
run.
run.
Out of the pits behind Thunder, which is really crucial. He gained 5 point, or no, sorry, Webson was behind Thunder, was he?
Webson was in front of Thunder.
Yeah, he gained 5.6 with that undercut. Now let's see if he can try and hold on till the end of the race. Webson will have fresher tyres and less fuel, of course. So yeah, let's see what happens.
Yeah, as the go into the second oval. Don't even know why I said second oval. I'm sorry about that. But so far, Weekly Styles and 2 Cent, these guys in particular, these guys are going to be looking to pit. 2 Cent running really low on fuel there. Also, Weekly Styles, he's looking a little bit low on fuel.
Cent's on the red now. That means he probably has one more lap left. So he's probably going to lap for this lap. But he did great managing tyres as well.
Yeah,
so
19 laps. Huge advantage there. 19 laps for 2 Cent. I honestly, we could see him on the same tyre, but just to play it safe, he'll probably play on the.
He's not going to stay out because he has another 12 laps to go. He won't be able to do it.
No, like what I was trying to say then, mate, is he might have stayed on the same compound, like the same tyre, like without changing them, but maybe gaining fuel. But obviously, I don't think he would want to do that. He would probably want to play safe in that scenario, so that's why he would probably go for a fresh set of tyres, fresh fuel, and he'd be able to push towards the end. Meanwhile, Weekly Styles, if he stays out for a little bit longer, he'll be able to gain the advantage on 2 Cent. As both of these drivers would be able to push. Both of them lasting on 19 laps there. Really good performance from these two at the minute. But Webson and Thunder still with that 5 second gap there. Ifin manages to lap Lee in that scenario. Tim currently in second with the fresh set of fuel and fresh tyres there. X90G, fresh tyres and fresh fuel. Taylor Love and Ted, these two are looking for a little bit of a scrap.
Yeah.
Ted managing to gain the advantage there on Taylor.
Everyone on the current grid has pitted except for St. Webson and Ifin is down. Sorry, great on tyres as well, so
Yeah.
let's see what he can do. He's, oh wow. Oh no, sorry, never mind. Yeah, no.
Yeah, don't worry about it. But keep an eye on Ted and Taylor, because these two will be looking for a little bit of a scrap in particular as they go along the main straight into the bus stop. As Wesley Styles has entered the pit. However, 2 Cent stays out for one last lap. He will definitely have to pit next lap, there's like no doubt about it. Which means Wesley Styles here, if he's quick enough, he might be able to gain an advantage on 2 Cent, allowing Wesley Styles to enter first place in this race. So keep an eye out on there. Meanwhile, Thunder and Webson, 4 seconds in between each other. Webson would definitely be able to gain an advantage on Thunder there. Ifin still in first, however he's running low on fuel and his tyres are nearly done, so a fresh set of tyres and fuel for him on this lap will be crucial if he wants to have a chance of winning. With Tim 18 seconds behind, but 2 Cent, he's draining the slipstream on Tim as 2 Cent goes round the corner along to the final straight where the bus stop is. However, Tim manages to improve his time, and Yeah, Webson comes out of the pits now with 60% of fuel. No, wait, he always stayed out of the pits. What am I talking about? Ignore what I just said. But Finn, yep, he's done into the pits now. He'll be getting a fresh set of tyres and fresh fuel for the race. Which means Tim, he's on the bus stop now, and he'll be able to gain an advantage on iFinn. And Toussaint's also going into the pits, gaining that fresh tyres and fresh fuel. And if Weekly Styles can get to roughly the bus stop as quick as possible, he might have a chance of catching up to Toussaint.
I'm not too sure, because it takes roughly around 40 seconds maybe to make a pit stop, so he's going to come out probably 25-30 seconds ahead of him, so
yeah, well, we never know in this scenario. However, Thunder has gone really wide round Pumon as they go into the two corners to the last corner where the bus stop is, where that main straight is. But Webson managing to gain loads of time here on Thunder as they go towards the main straight where the bus stop is. Let's keep an eye on Webson. Webson getting loads of time here, gradually getting loads of time. We'll be able to try and make a move before or during the bus stop in order to gain third place for Group 1. Thunder going a little bit wide there, Webson gaining a lot of time here as they break just before the 100-meter board into the bus stop. Thunder gaining the better exit on down the straight into the finish for another few laps, but roughly 20 minutes to go here, Woody. And yeah,
is gaining on Thunder. He's now might be in the slipstream. If these lap cars hold Thunder up, Webson's going to be in the slipstream. Might get him before the cone.
Yep, it looks like Ted, he's trying his best to move out the way. Thunder going on the inside of Ted. Also Webson going on the inside of Ted. And Webson gaining a load of time around the Colorado straight as they go down the straight. Thunder and Webson here managing to gain the slipstream as they go into the corner. Webson was looking for the move there, unfortunately it doesn't, but however Webson and Thunder, these two are going to be having a scrap now because Webson's managed to gain the slipstream on Thunder, so anything can happen here as yeah.
Thunder will need to pull away now, or else I think Webson might get him at the bus stop maybe.
Yeah, that will probably be.
And also Graves' slipstream spot here is the straight before Blanchimont, because yeah, he is only 4/10 as well, so we could see a move into the bus stop.
Yep. They go towards the last straight where the bus stop is. I like calling that part, I don't know why. But yeah, Webson managing to lose a little bit of time here on Thunder. Thunder has managed to pull away, well, attempting to pull away.
Slipstream sucked them right back in. You can see the delta go down quite a lot. It's now 5/10.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll be close enough for a move though.
No, as the
no, he's not.
Going to the
He's
bus
very
stop.
Close.
Quite close, but not close enough in that scenario.
Yeah, we could see a move. Thunder tries to break the slipstream by turning towards the line early.
Yeah.
Could scrub some speed off on the straight.
Yeah.
But only a really good exit here out of the source. He gets a bit twitchy on the rear, but yeah, he is. Yeah, the delta is now. Just keep an eye on the delta between Thunder and Webson after Radion.
Alright, I'm going to keep an eye on that because Webson here is getting, Webson's getting a lot of time. 3/10s, 2/10s as they go along the Talamari straight, but Webson looks for a move.
On the straight.
Yeah. Webson's looking for a move on the inside of Thunder into the first corner.
He gets pushed wide a bit. Oh.
Yeah, Webson pushed him really wide there, but
he got pushed a bit wide. That meant Thunder was forced to cut the chicane. That may give him a penalty though. Unless, I think he might have slowed down while he was forced to go through the chicane. Yeah, he doesn't get a penalty because he did slow down. So,
yeah.
But the delta is still pretty close between Webson's. Webson's going to have another go the next lap.
Yeah. As they go down Pumon into the corners which we have no idea what they're called, but you know, breaks just by the 50-meter board into the corners. Nicely done there, along the straight into the right-hander, which is quite quick. Bothly well done. Webson gaining a lot of time now. He's going to make a little recovery here, as Webson will manage to gain time on Thunder as they go into the main straight.
Exit, but the Delta is still going down. It just won't be enough, probably.
But
I'd say so far Thunder probably has. I'm just gonna have a look. See if you have a look at their times. Webson's still in the 58, 59s because with the aid of Thunder slipstream. Thunder is in the 59s 2 minutes because he doesn't have that slipstream. But also Webson has slightly less fuel and fresher tires. So, well, actually, he's a lot less fuel. Sorry, I was looking at Wiggly style. Yeah, if you have a look at his fuel on the bottom, he has quite a lot. Oh my God, Webson might have a look. Oh, he decides better of it, but he might have a run here on the Camel Straight. He does pretty early on. He pulls out very early as they go side by side, but Natty's going to get in the way of this battle.
As Webster manages to get up into 3rd place, as Lido Thunder looks to move on the inside.
Oh, he's ghosting inside. Yeah, he's going to pull out. He does. He might hold it. No. Okay, now Thunder, what he has to do is he has to make sure that he doesn't get pulled away from the slipstream.
Yeah, if he wants to have a chance gaining back that position, but quite unfortunate there from Thunder because he was pretty much ghosted, so Webson did have a little bit of an advantage there. But that does lead Webson up into 3rd place now. Will Thunder go down Pumon and tries to look for the slipstream? Very much well done there. Doesn't manage to get on the AstroTurf as he goes into the corners. Breaks just after the 50-meter board into.
This battle isn't over yet.
Yep, into the corners as they go across the final straight where the bus stops are, as Webson and Thunder, these two are going very close. Thunder gaining time on Webson, but I don't think they'll be making a move on the bus stop. As,
Toussaint's in a race of his own at the moment. He's just managed to get a gap very early on, just pulled away with his insane pace. Because he's in the 57s. He has great consistency compared to like Wiggly style, who's in the 58s.
Yeah.
He is improving on his lap time though, Wiggly. So he is picking up the pace at the final minutes of this stint.
Thunder
might have a run onto the Camel Straight. He is only 7/10. He might not be close enough for the chicane though.
Yeah.
Let's just see the Delta. Yeah, it's 9/10. He's not on the slipstream.
Yeah, doesn't have the slipstream.
Yeah,
and Webson is away. But however,
this lap car might. Oh no! Oh my God! Thunder just.
Thunder's been really aggressive, man. Yeah. As they go around the oval into the corner. Well.
No name.
Yeah, no name.
It's called No Name.
No name? Okay, right, no name. Alright. See, learn something new every day, Woody. And, Sunday, go on.
Sorry. Yeah, the Delta has gone up, unfortunately. Let's just hope, let's see that Thunder can try and gain on. It is now 2 seconds. I think that low fuel is aiding Webson's really nicely because the fuel difference is insane. Like it's just gonna gain him so much time. It's gonna give him such an advantage.
Yeah.
Now see where he is. Webson might not have enough fuel to finish.
Well, we've got 11 minutes left, so if Webson can fuel save here, Woody, I think he would.
Which means Thunder might be able to catch up with him.
Yeah, a lot of fuel saving is required. However, Thunder goes a little bit wide there. But manages to get back on track as they go into the bus stop. If Thunder can do this well, he'll be able to gain time on Webson. Manages to go a little bit wide there along the bus stop as they go into the first corner. And you wouldn't mind commentating this lap, would you? Just to see how things go?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, the gap is now 3 seconds, so that feel is aiding Webson's quite a lot. As the track's quite busy coming up on the Camo straight as Thunder's about to lap Lee's. Who else is on the Wiggly Styles just coming up through the Ravage hairpin. Tim is leading the group. We haven't commentated much on the group 3 category, but the gaps are quite... Oh, it's Lee's spun into the gravel and he has big engine damage. That's really unfortunate. He just spun on the... I think it's the column, yeah. He's just spun and binned into the... He has heavy engine damage. So let's hope the other cars can try to avoid him as he tries to make his way back into the pits with 9 minutes to go. See anything else happen? Yeah, the gap is going up between Thunder and Webson's, but Webson's is actually gaining on Wiggly Styles as well, so he's on a flyer. But yeah, that's unlucky on Lee's. He's a minute down behind Ted, and it's going to be even more when he pits. See, there's not much going on. Yeah, they're on a race around there. All the drivers are trying to keep it consistent. I think the closest gap we have is either Thunder or Webson's or Kayla Love and Ted. Let's just look at the lap times. Yeah, at the moment Kayla has the more consistent lap times, but let's see if Ted can catch up. So as Thunder goes on the exit of the pit stop, he's about to lap Atom Grant, who is leading the Group 1, and he was also, bear in mind, he was a lap ahead at the end of the second stint, and now he's 26 seconds ahead of Elephant, just to add it on. So yeah, that's pretty good for Tim. He pretty much has it in the bag so far. Let's hope he has a good last stint, as we have 8 minutes to go, the second stint. We have a few solo drivers as well, so we'll see returning faces and new faces for the last stint.
Yeah,
so yeah.
Yeah, but bearing in mind here,
these pits for his damage.
Exactly. Wait, who's that? Oh yeah, he went to the pits for his damage.
He went spinning like a Beyblade.
Yeah, but yeah, so far so good.
The gap is staying pretty consistent with Thunder and Webson, so
yeah,
he's picking up space a bit.
Yeah, it looks like everyone is doing pretty well at the minute. But so far in the Group 1, we've got Toussaint in first, followed by Whitley Styles in second, Webson in third, and Thunder in fourth. For the Group 3, we've got Timgren in first, Ifin in second, Natty G in third, Kayla Love in fourth, Ted in fifth, and Lee in last. But yeah, pretty clear driving there, pretty clean from all of them. A little bit of contact here and there between a few of them, but we're coming down to the last 7 minutes of stint 2, and then we'll be moving on to the final stint of this event.
So yeah, and Thunder is a minute behind Saint. He's on a flyer because he is proving that why he's on the Group A and why he's a front runner, because he just has so much pace. Wiggly Style and Webster's, the gap is 9 seconds. That hasn't really moved at all. The Group 3 is still pretty spread out as well, so I don't think we'll see any battles towards the end.
Yeah, I personally
think battles are going to settle down.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see a lot of battles here in Group 3, but however, Whitley Style makes a move on Taylor Love there. Taylor Love just letting Whitley Style through, and yeah, so roughly 6 minutes to go here of the second stint of Spa. So far so good, these drivers have been doing quite well. Toussaint then in the major lead there, barely using any tyres at all and barely losing any fuel there. Toussaint is got a major lead. He's been consistent throughout the whole race here in the second stint of Spa. Whitley Style and Lee, I believe, was that Lee? Yeah, Lee going really wide. But you know, it's how it is. So far so good from all of them. So after this, who are the remaining drivers for the third stint? I think Tiger and a few others.
Tiger, me, Wiggly, Solo. Then we have, who's it? Give me a second, I have the list here. So next we have Tiger, we have Bon Evil, me, Wiggly, then Geek Fusion is hopping in for the car that Kayla's in, then Tim staying, Finn staying, and then the rest are solo. So yeah, we'll see like 3 new drivers.
Alright, so I believe that would lead Toussaint joining me back in the commentary box here at Spa for the final stint. Final stint? Final stint. But Kayla and Thunder, they just dive bombed Lee there. Taylor getting a 5/10 penalty, and Thunder had to go around the outside, also getting a 5/10 penalty there. Lee was just in the way there when he went up the Calamari straight. But yeah, Willie, I've got to ask you, mate, do you feel like you're going to be nervous on this track?
I haven't done a lot of practice, but my pace is alright, I guess. Like, I managed to keep consistently second until that incident happened. So, yeah, let's just see what can happen. Maybe I can gain that lap back on, who was it? Wiggly Style. But yeah, we'll just have to see what happens.
Yeah,
currently, Thunder is like 17 seconds behind him, so that'll add up. So, yeah, let's just see what I can do.
Yeah, but so far so good. He had no major issues, but remember, this is just a tester, a little bit of a warm up towards the 24-hour race. Obviously, you're going to be seeing a few of us in the commentary box and doing our bits, but so far so good here at Spa. Really good racing here from all the drivers in particular. And yeah, with 2 minutes to go, these guys have been doing really well. Toussaint gaining almost a minute lead on the rest of the grid. Really good performance there from Toussaint. Whitley Styles in second, Webson in third, Thunder in fourth, Tim Brent in fifth, Ivan in sixth. I don't know why I'm reading it like a normal grid, but yeah, in group 3, sorry, Tim Brent in first, Ivan in second, Natty in third, with Whitley Styles just going on the inside, letting him through. Yeah, I forgot what I was going to say there, mate. Ted Love in fourth, Ted in the pit in fifth, and also Lee in sixth, also in the pit. But however, Lee is like
fuel wrong. That's for him.
Yeah.
He might not have enough fuel in his car to make it. Oh no, actually, sorry, he does have front bumper and suspension damage. We didn't quite catch what happened to him there.
Yeah.
Oh, Lee's has big engine damage as well. I think they might have made contact.
Oh, also as well, Natty, not Natty. If we look at Natty here, he's got front end damage, which is quite unfortunate there. Yeah, I'm not sure how that happened. But Finn running low on fuel here, but however it is roughly the last lap for iFinn. Really good move, and also Tim Brent running low on fuel there for his last lap.
Alright, I'm gonna have to go.
Alright, go on Woody. Yep, thank you for joining me in the commentary box.
I need to get ready.
Go on, go crazy.
Bye.
See you later. And that was Woody in the commentary box there. Thank you, Woody, for joining us. But ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the last stint, well, not this last stint, the next stint is going to be the last one here at Spa. Guys, if for those in the chat, if you have any recommendations, please get in contact with Toussaint, or if you have any inquiries or anything, Toussaint is the leader of the 24-hour race around Le Mans. So if you would like to know anything about it, contact this guy, alright? But yeah, with 30 seconds on the clock, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's a job well done. I don't even know who's joining me for the final stint here at Spa, but it's safe to say, ladies and gentlemen, that with 2 stints down and 2 hours into the broadcast and here at Spa, just a reminder as well, if you are watching this live, we have to do it on my Twitch channel, because obviously I had a lot of technical issues. I don't know why. I'm probably gonna have to get that sorted next time, but other than that, it would be fine. I recommend you say that corner again. Alright, who's gonna go around that corner? Oh, we have someone going around that corner, X90G on no name, as they go into the straight, goes down into what's this corner called again? Pumon. I'm pretty sure that's what Woody said. But Tim Brent, well done there as he comes across the line in first place for Group 3, followed by I finished along the bus stop. Natty done really wide, done on the AstroTurf back as he goes across the bus stop. But you know, don't worry about it. As Taylor goes around, Ted finishes in 4th or 5th place, and but yeah, Toussaint 0208 Lee Spun. Don't worry though, because this is the last lap, and ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be watching Toussaint for the last time. Honestly, I didn't even realise I kept leaving that thing on. I need to turn it off for the next one because that kind of sucks. But yeah. But yeah, Wesley Styles comes in second. I finished second in Group 3. Natty. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but Natty went like really wide there. I think he spun. Natty won a performance there as he comes across the line with front end damage in 3rd place. Oh my days, Natty. And Taylor comes in 4th place, and Toussaint, as he comes across the bus stop, your Group 1 driver / champion leader Stingy is Toussaint 208. Thank you very much, Toussaint, you amazing person. And the last person to come across the line is Taylor Love. But yeah, two stints down. I'm not being funny, it's hard being up here in the commentary box for 3 hours, but ladies and gentlemen, we did start late, but you know, it's the last stint of the evening. If you have enjoyed the stint so far, ladies and gentlemen, can we ask that you leave a like on the video if you are watching on YouTube? Would be awesome of you. And yeah, so Toussaint coming in pole position with fastest lap and clean races. So ladies and gentlemen, that is Toussaint, and alright. And here we go for the final time here at Spa. We are underway. So in the Group 1 cars, we have got Tiger Saxon, Wesley Style, Bonnie Evil and Woody, followed by in the Group 3 Timdren, Ifin, X90G, Dick Fusion, and last but not least Ted. As oh, hold on, that's ready, and it's lights out, and away we go for the final time here at Spa, and they are off. As Tiger getting a really good start there into turn 1. Wesley Style cleaning on Tiger here. Woody's looking for a move on Bonnie Evil. Manages to go on the outside with Tiger. Well, why am I saying about Tiger? Bonnie Evil looking for a move on Wesley Style as they go down the main straight. Meanwhile, in Group 3, everyone looks fairly clean. A little bit spaced out, but Bonnie Evil and Wesley Style, these two are going close. And when I mean close, I mean close. As they go down the main straight into the corner that I never know. As sharp right-hander, Bonnie does on the outside. Now moves, goes for the switchback on the outside of Whistling Style, but very much unsuccessful as they go down No Name, the oval, and now into the, well, I think this is called No Name, and then it goes down the main straight into the Puan corner. As all the managed to then softly, no one goes on the AstroTurf, but meanwhile Timberland and Natty then both got a penalty. Ivan and Diffusion, they've got a penalty, as well as Ted. All 5 of them have got a penalty there. I don't know how they managed to do that, but that's pretty much unfortunate for them. Meanwhile, this is the closest we've seen so far, as Whistling Stars and Bonnie Evil and Woody, these are getting really close as they go down the main straight towards the bus stop. As Bonnie Evil and Whistling Style, these two are very close towards each other, tied it in quite a huge lead there, 1.8 seconds, as they make a move. Bonnie Evil, Bonnie tries to have a look there, as Whistling Styles and Bonnie Evil trying to look for a move, it doesn't, unfortunately. Whistling Styles from really wide, allowing Bonnie Evil to go through, nicely done. What happened to Whistling Styles? Interesting, Whistling Styles must have put off track, allowing Bonnie Evil to go into 2nd place. Not sure what happened there with Whistling Styles, really unfortunate for him. Woody having that half a second time penalty, and that will leave Woody to gain on Bonnie Evil, but Whistling Styles, he can definitely catch up here. It's only 57 minutes to go here at Spa, and oh, look at that was a pretty good shot. As they go down, Ted unfortunately leaves the room. But fair play to Ted, he did 2 hours, so it wouldn't surprise me if he left the third one. But really well done there, Ted. But meanwhile, in Group 3, let's have a look at Group 3 now. There's Tim and Natty. Natty getting close on Tim there, followed by Ivan trying to get in on Natty, with Diffusion trying to get in on Tim there. As we move into Group 1, where they go down the into the Pumon corner, as they go across, nicely done there from Tiger, does manage to hit the AstroTurf, goes into the corners that mean Woody, I have no idea what they call, but yeah. Yeah. But yeah, everyone's spaced out now. But let's keep an eye out on Group 3. Everyone seems pretty spaced out here in Group 3, to be fair. So right now, Tyler takes the lead, followed by Bonnie Evil, Woody, and Whitley Styles in Group 1. In Group 3, we do have a Timbren, followed by X90G, Ivan, Fusion. So it's all to play for these drivers. If I'm completely honest, guys, right? I've never talked that much, right? My throat's actually starting to hurt a little bit. But I'll keep going, we'll persevere. As, yeah, it's, to be fair, Tyler, he's got quite a lead there on Bonnie Evil, so we'll hope to see what happens there. Bonnie Evil gradually losing time towards Woody. Woody is getting a lot of time using the battery, very low battery there, as they go along the caramel straight, I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, Woody getting a lot of time as they go into the corner. Woody hooks it up very nicely on the apexes, going into the 3rd corner as they go down the big oval into turn 6, and they go round turn 7 now. Woody's getting in a lot of time here on Bonnie Evil as they go down the main straight into Pumon, turn 8. Bonnie Evil manages to hook it nicely as well as Woody does, and alright, Caramel straight, okay, caramel straight. Alright, I'll figure it out. I'm gonna call it caramel straight. Alright. So, but meanwhile in Group 3, Natty and Ivan, these guys are going to be having a look for a scrap. Ivan looking to make a move. He's just got to wait till the time is right. Okay, Wolfie, okay. As they go into the oval, turn 8. Ivan trying to look for a move there. Goes into the long straight where Pouron is, and Tim Gren, he's gradually losing, gaining time on away from Ivan and X90G. But however, Natty and Ivan, nice move down there from Ivan. Ivan probably went on the inside. However, Natty, he's not liking it. He's going to look for a move on the outside of Ivan. Doesn't make the move done there, unfortunately, but allows Ivan to go up into 6th place there. Well done from Ivan. Meanwhile, Bonnie Evil manages to make, well, Bonnie Evil's always managed to make the move on with it, and now he's done along the Camel Straight, and they go into turn 2, well, turn 3, and then turn 4, goes into turn 5, managing to gain a lot of time here, allowing Bonnie Evil to catch up on Tiger as they go into turn 6, also known as No Name, as they go into the long straight where the Pouron is. But yeah, so far so good from these drivers. We're going to keep a closer eye out on Bonnie Evil and Tyler, because these two in particular, these drivers are looking to try and intercept with each other. But yeah, so far so good. Natty and Ivan Natty's gaining a load of time on Ivan. Wouldn't be able to make a move on the Camel Straight, sorry. As Natty is now attempting to look for the move on the inside as he goes wheel to wheel into turn 3. Natty on the inside, beautifully done. Wolf, Ivan look for the switchback on the outside of X90G. Ivan on the inside, well done there from Ivan, and now Natty, he's not going to like it. Natty is now looking, as he goes wheel to wheel into turn 6. Natty holding it on the inside, pushing Ivan a little bit wide, allowing Ivan to go into turn 7. Nicely done. X90G goes really wide there into turn 6. However, Natty and Ivan are going to go down Pouron into turn 8. So into turn 9 as well, coming down to turn 10. But nicely done there from them guys. We have a look now. Tyler is gradually 2 seconds. Bonnie Evil catching up on Tyler there. Keep an eye out on this. Tyler losing time, so that means Bonnie's gaining a lot of time on Tyler, so we will be seeing a scrap between them two very soon. Meanwhile, Woody and Wesley Styles, them two, Wesley Styles is gradually on Woody, as yeah, so far we've got Tyler in first in Group 1, followed by Bonnie Evil in second, Woody in third, and Wesley Styles in fourth. And then in Group 3 we've got a Tim Gren in first, followed by Ivan second, X90G in third, and Deep Fusion in fourth. Yeah, honestly, 50 minutes left, guys, and they're doing well. Yeah, I agree. I think Tyler's probably fuel saving here. If Tyler wants to have a shot, he's going to have to do a lot of fuel saving to even have a chance here. But if Tyler's fuel saving, that means he'll be losing time. And he does a personal best, a 158.3. A 158 flat. Really good time there from Tyler. But however, we haven't. The quickest time was Dutchy with a 157.8, was it? So yeah, but Tyler is gradually losing and gaining time here, as he's doing really well there. Followed by Bonnie Evil in second, gradually gaining on Tyler there. As, Woody in third. He's also gaining a little bit of time on Bonnie Evil. Pretty good there. And also Wesley Styles is looking to try and gain on Woody. Turn up the engine to managing the gap. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, oh, let's have a little look here. X93 and Ivan, these two have been quite close for an awfully long time. So let's keep an eye out on these two in particular. As we go into the final straight, where the bus stop is. And this is where Natty's going to get a lot of time, because the Mercedes, I don't know if you guys knew this, but the Mercedes is pretty good on the straight. But it was alright in the corners. But anyway, Natty's getting loads of time here. Natty doing really wide, allowing him to cause a time penalty. If you go wheel to wheel, will Natty look for a move in the bus stop? Natty going on the outside while attempting to, getting half a second penalty there, allowing Ivan to push at the minute. So Natty needs to get rid of that penalty as quick as possible. But that also allows Diffusion to gradually catch up behind Natty. But meanwhile, if we have a look at Tiger, as you can tell, Tiger and Bonnie Evil, these are 2 seconds in between each other, which is pretty much good here, because Bonnie Evil hasn't gained a major advantage yet, while Tiger hasn't gained a major advantage yet. If Tiger messes up, or if Tiger manages to fuel save a lot, Bonnie Evil will have a chance to look for a move on Tiger. But so far, 2 second gap between these two in particular. However, Tiger is going to go for the overtake, which means Diffusion has been lapped. However, Diffusion didn't a little bit out of the way, causing Tiger to lose time as they go into turn 6. Bonnie Evil gradually catching up there, closing the gap by a second as they go into turn 8, also known as Puon. As Tiger going past Natty, but also going past Ivan. So, but yeah, everyone doing really well so far. I have to say, despite some of these guys did solo, Tim Glenn, he's the one who's won all the Group 3. So he's been doing really well. So well done to Tim Glenn for winning the past 2 Group 3 races, and now on to proceeding winning this one for Group 3. So very well done there. In Group 1, I have to say, Toussaint and Dudley, really good performance from them too, gaining a massive lead. However, this one is going to be the closest. Tiger and Bonnie Evil, these two are going to be the closest ones that we've seen on track so far. So keep an eye on these two, ladies and gentlemen. Woody, as you just saw, made a move on Natty when he went into turn 1. But Tiger is gradually losing time now, which means could we see a battle here as we go along the Camel Straight. Tim Glenn just down the way a little bit there, but Bonnie Evil pushing forward into turn 3 and 4. It's a really nice move there, going along into turn 4, wait, 1, 2, 3, into turn 5, now into turn 6. Tiger losing a lot of time, but Bonnie Evil gaining a lot of time here as we go into turn 7. And now Tiger and Bonnie Evil proceeding to go towards the Puhan turn 8. Yeah, right now really good performance from these drivers in particular. Now moving into turn 8 and 9, well 9 and 10. Oh, Tiger done really wide. Oh dear. Tiger went really wide, losing the rear. That is really unfortunate for Tiger. And now that allows Woody to move into second place. I can't believe it, ladies and gentlemen. Tiger has lost it. That was that must have been terrible. He must have lost the rear. Now because of that, Wesley Styles is now looking for the move. Really unfortunate there from Tiger Assassin. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I thought Tiger had it, to be fair, but he must have lost it. Now has front left damage, engine damage, and rear damage. Really unfortunate for Tiger. Oh my god, that is, he's gonna have to come into the pits there. Really unfortunate, man, from the British driver. But that does mean Bonnie Evil is gaining a lead now on Spa as they go down the Camel Straight with a 10-second advantage. However, Woody is going to try and hopefully be able to look for an improvement there. He wants to try and gain as much time as possible, as with 45 minutes to go, plenty of time for these drivers. But as they go into the new, well, I don't even know what I was going to say there, but yeah, really unfortunate there for Tiger. As you can tell, front left damage. Oh, that might be my mic, give me a minute. Yeah, Tiger lose a major advantage. He's going to have to push hard now in order to gain a shot at getting a recovery. But really unfortunate there from Tiger Assassin. He won't be happy after that. But now Wesley Styles is gaining on Woody. Keep an eye out on these two, ladies and gentlemen, because Woody and Tiger, well, Woody and Wesley Styles, these two are going to be looking for a little bit of a move soon. 7 seconds, Wesley Styles gaining every turn he takes, coming out really quick, so that means he's going to be getting an advantage. Meanwhile, Bonnie Evil is flying into the bus stop, coming out of the bus stop down the straight into turn 1, as so far so good from all the drivers. Tim getting an attempts a penalty, I'm not sure how he did that. But oh, let's have a cheeky little look while we're at it. X90G and iFin, these are going to go a little bit of a battle here as they head towards the bus stop. iFin, he might look for a move here. Natty's going really wide there into the bus stop. Here we go as they go into the bus stop, holding it into the apex. Natty going a little bit wide line. iFin to go round the outside. Now he makes for the switchback on the inside, and they go wheel to wheel into turn 1. And Natty and iFin, these two are going to have a little bit of a scrap. Natty's holding it on the inside as they go into turn 1. And Natty on the inside, beautiful move there from Natty. And now iFin, he's not going to give up. He's going to go behind X90G. And now what Natty is looking to do is push away from iFin. But these two are really close now, so keep an eye out on these two, as X90G might have a chance of coming at least second, which is a pretty good improvement there. But meanwhile, Tiger is a 46 seconds behind Wesley Styles. Wesley Styles, speaking of the devil, he's 6.5 seconds there behind Woody, so keep an eye out there. Them two might be a really important battle, we don't know. Bonnie Evil, 11 seconds. 11 seconds in front of Woody, but also Woody is losing a little bit of time each time, because he's, as you can tell if you look on the right hand side of the screen, he's gradually losing time, allowing Wesley Styles to gradually catch up. But yeah, iFin and Natty are looking now. iFin managed to make the move probably into turn 8. 9 and 10 now. Natty must have lost it a little bit. Let's have a look at Natty just to double check he's got no damage. No damage there as we go into turn 11 down the main straight. There's a blue flag indicating someone is about to get lapped. Oh wait, yep, that's right. Tyler, he's gradually done a lap. Ifin and Natty. But this slipstream might help Tiger a lot if he wants to catch up. Yeah, but Whitley Styles and Woody right now, these two are gonna look for the move soon. So keep an eye out on these two in particular, ladies and gentlemen. As Tiger goes on the outside of Ifin as they approach turn 1, and yep, Tiger gradually going to catch up there to have a chance at beating I don't know what I was going to say. I lost track. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, so far so good. We are 10 laps in, 38 minutes to go. It's been a long race here at Spa. It has been a long event here at Spa. But yeah, before we go anywhere, can I point out, big shout out to people in the commentary box today. If you haven't seen qualifying, don't worry, you can head on over to the Gavra Racing YouTube channel and you'll be able to watch the quali fire. So as right now they're all getting close on each other. Woody is now he's pushing it. He's gonna try and see if he can get away from Whitley Styles as far as possible. Whitley Styles is gaining on Woody by the second, but Woody is now gaining time away. Meanwhile, Ifin and Natty, them two are pretty close, 2 seconds a gap. Dig Fusion 14 seconds a gap. Tim Grant 8 seconds a gap. We've got Bonnie Evil 12 seconds away as they approach Pumon. And yeah, so far so good from these drivers. But yeah, 3 hours of Spa. What a race, and what an event here. And big shout out to Toussaint as well. Toussaint, thank you so much for setting this up. It has been great round Spa. 3 hours of the same constant tracks. But it's okay, because you know, I've had a lot of fun, a lot of experience from this. 3 hours is a long time, but you know, it's pretty good. And yeah, thank you again to Toussaint for setting it up, and also thank you to Gavra, the Gavra Racing ladies. You know, you guys are pretty cool, and yeah, it's nice to finally do things like this, which is amazing. But anyway, meanwhile, enough talk. Let's continue looking and inspecting. So guys, let's oh, my controller nearly dropped. Ow, that hit my desk, my bad. But yeah, let's have a look at the fuel, guys. If you notice, right, the fuel on these cars in Group 1, what can I say, they're pretty good. Everyone's fuel saving, which means that's why they're not getting a lap on each other. Whitley Styles might have to pit. Got half a fuel tank, no battery in the car at the minute. Woody again, roughly on the same fuel as Whitley Styles, but he's lost a little bit more. Bonnie Evil gained a little bit more lost, which means he might have to come into the pit. And Tyler with the most fuel out of the 4, so he will have a chance to recover and gain back his positions in this race. In Group 3, Tim Grant, in terms of fuel and tyres, he's been doing pretty well. A lot of fuel saving and tyre saving from this driver, and I think he's been doing a lot of battling in that. He's lost a little bit of fuel and lost a little bit of tyre saving, but not a lot. Done a lot of tyre saving there. Natty, he must have lost it, but roughly half the tyres are done on that, and because of that the fuel is done roughly, so he will have to pit. But yeah, he's been doing 218s, 217s, not so bad. Moving on to Deep Fusion, he's lost the tyres mostly, and the fuel wasn't the greatest, but you know, that's how it is, and we keep going. But yeah, we had a lot of technical issues at the start of the races, and I don't even know what happened. So yeah, sincere apology for those watching live on Twitch if you didn't watch it on the Gavra Racing Twitch channel or YouTube channel. Yeah, we had a lot of errors. I don't know what went wrong, but we'll remember for next time. Like I said, like we said to Toussaint, this is just a test really, so anything could happen. But yeah, so far everyone's pretty spaced out on track. Woody managed to get the move on Deep Fusion, and yeah, so far so good from these drivers in particular, and yeah, pretty cool. And oh god, excuse me, might have done a little bit there, not too sure though. Alright, just have to double check every once in a while. Excuse me. Right. Sorry about that. But yeah, honestly, this has been a wild ride, to be fair. It has. But yeah, big shout out goes to the guys at Gavra. Big shout out to Toussaint for setting it up. It must take a lot to set this up, 3 hours in particular, so shout out to you. But if we're just looking now, Woody and then the slipstream on Natty as they go into the Camel Straight. I will learn the names eventually. But Bonnie Evil managed to make a move on a Timdren as they go into turn 4 and 5, well, turn 3 and 4 into turn 5. Ivan and Natty with a 9-second gap in between each other, with which seems to be Ricky Styles making the move there. As, yeah, so in terms of tyre as well, these guys don't have to pit soon, roughly in I'd say like 5-10 minutes maybe. These guys don't have to pit just to make sure they get the right tyre. And yeah, pretty much been an exciting one, this one. They've all been it's weird. Oh. Did I just do that? Did I just voice crack on the Gavra thing? I'm so sorry. But what seems to be the case is the guys that have been doing this, they've obviously had experience for a while, and Ivan and everyone who's been racing a GT Sport, they've been having a little bit more practice. They know what they're doing. They've obviously been doing it for quite some time. And it's pretty cool, you know. Obviously, in terms of GT Sport, let's quickly talk about the seasons in GT Sport while these guys are racing around the track. Tyler Assassin in particular, he's won quite a few races with Toussaint in the BCMR team. I think he won a few races in groups in season 3 and also in season 2 and season 1, so he's won like in like basically all 3 seasons. He probably won some more in season 4 because it's Tyler, would you expect. Woody, he gained quite a few wins in season 3. Season 2 he might have gained the 1 if I remember. But yeah, he did really well. But meanwhile, Natty, he went in the pit. He's looking for the fresh share of softs and also a fuel buff to help him push for the last 29 minutes of the race. Ooh, this is an interesting one, ladies and gentlemen. Whitley Styles and Woody, these guys are going to have a little bit of a scrap very soon. Let's keep an eye on these two for a little while. Because Woody, he seems to be losing time, but however these are losing a lot of tyres while Woody's gained a lot of tyre loss. And speaking of the devil, Toussaint is here. Hello Toussaint. Hi.
So just to let you know, although it says that Tiger is in 4th, which he is on track, he is still leading the race. I'll tell you why. Well, at the end of last stint, I went a lap up on Wiggly, which meant that he was a lap down going into this stint. Now, because Wiggly's now ahead of Tiger, that means that Wiggly is essentially still behind Tiger in the standings, but he's ahead of him on track at the moment. So the order as it is right now is Tiger, Wiggly, Bonnie, and then Woody. So Woody and Bonnie are actually fighting over 3rd and 4th here at the moment, not 1st and 2nd, which is confusing, but when the final standings come out, it will be a bit clearer.
You've actually confused me there, but okay, I'll just say okay.
Yeah, it will make more sense once I show the results, probably later today.
Yeah. But Woody's on the pits there.
Oh, he spun!
Yeah, he spun.
He spun in the entry.
How long has he spun in the pits? Oh, so you're actually commentating the rest of the race with us now?
I was just going to come in with that quick little tidbit, and then I'm gonna head off again.
Okay, go enjoy your food, because I'll get the messages.
Alright.
Alright, bye. See, I thought I had some... You heard it, ladies and gentlemen. So apparently, Tyler is first. I don't understand how he's first, but ladies and gentlemen, he's first. Alright, so if we say he's first, he stays he's first. So, Tyler, I don't know how you're first, mate, but keep going, because you're doing alright. I still don't understand how. Anyway, while we're on the subject, Whitley Style is gaining a lot of time. No, wait, he's actually overtook Woody is now in last place, according to Toussaint. So what was that? However, in terms of this race, it looks like Tyler's going to do a big move on Woody here. And speaking of Ifin comes in first, followed by Tim Grant in second. Oh wait, hold on, is Finn fifth? I thought he was sixth. Looks like Ifin's winning, but yeah, keep an eye on these two in particular, because these two might have a little bit of a scrap. Tyler may be winning the race technically. Speaking of the devil, Woody's done for a huge jump. What a jump from there, Irishman. But yeah, so far so good. So ladies and gentlemen, Toussaint, you know, that's what he's doing. So if Tyler's winning, alright? We'll just roll with that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so as we can tell, Tyler is gaining on Woody by 5 seconds. Well, gradually gaining on Woody as they go into turn 9 and 10. Woody coming down into turn 11. So right now, according to Toussaint, I'm going to go by Toussaint's standings. Tyler is currently winning the race, followed by Bonnie Evil, then Whitley Styles, then Woody. So they're your top 4, alright? If you know what these are, Tyler's winning the race, alright? For the group 1. In group 3, we have Ifin followed by Tim. I don't understand, where did Ifin come from? How is Ifin winning the race? Anyway, I'm not complaining. He's doing quite well. Followed by Tim Gren, then Natty in third, and Deep Diffusion in last. With 25 minutes to spare, ladies and gentlemen. we're nearly towards the end. We're nearly towards the end, like 3 hours of Spa. It's like, it has been quite a wild journey on today's stream, but you know, yeah, 3 hours of Spa. Honestly, from the commentary box, I think personally, right? Oh, speaking of the devil, Tim manages to claim back the position. I've been going for the tyres, fresh softs, and he's going to refuel the car just for the rest of the race. Natty, he might look for a position back on Ivan as he cuts through the bus stops. And goes across the line, but however, it means he's 7th still, but he's gaining on Ivan, so keep an eye out, because remember the Mercedes is got a straight line speed, so keep an eye out on Natty. Yep, as you can tell, straight line speed all the way down the Tamil Straight into turn 3 and 4, but yeah, Ivan is on Tamil Straight right now. Tim Glenn, he's looking for the lead, still in the lead there in first place for Group 3. Tyler is currently still winning this race as we speak. Woody is in last. Wickley Styles is in second. Well, in third, sorry. And currently right now, Bonnie Evil is in second. Now, I have a feeling, right? There was a lot of contact. If you guys remember, I think it was lap 4. Was it lap 4? Might be, no, lap 6. There was a lot of there might have been a lot of contact when they were moving into turn 10. And because that Tyler spun. But I'm not too sure. Well, too soon will tell everything. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not joined the Gavra Discord, get in the Discord, alright? They tell you everything you need to know. And if you want a chance of competing, if you want a chance of winning these races, if you want a chance of gaining a shot at these races, if you want to compete in the seasons, then make sure you head on over to the website, and also make sure you join the Discord, and they will direct you for that. Yeah, so right now really good driving from these guys. Obviously they're doing quite well. Was he losing a little bit of time there, but with 22 minutes to go, I said these drivers have been doing pretty well. Bonnie is in the pits now. He will be looking for more fuel, and will also be looking for the fresh set of softs, which means Wickley Styles is currently in second. He is not in first, he is in second of this race as we speak. But however, Wickley Styles, he's going to be looking for a tyre change and also a fuel change. So keep an eye out on Wickley Styles, ladies and gentlemen, because he will probably be going in the pit. But Bonnie Evil getting a fresh set of tyres, fresh set of fuel, and then they will be pushing into the last 20 minutes of the stint. As right now on lap 20. And yeah, excuse me. So yeah, so far so good from them drivers. I'm not too sure how I would put it, but honestly, these guys have been doing really well. There's been a lot of contact in these races. I honestly say these guys have done pretty well, like despite the fact it's been a long one and it's been like a tiring one. I'd say these guys have been doing really well. Really good try from all of them. Like really strong effort from every single one who's competed, because doing 3 hours is a lot. Like I don't think I could do 3 hours, to be fair. Maybe an hour, but not 3 hours. That's just like a lot. With the 5-minute breaks in between. But yeah, right now these guys are doing really well. And yeah, it's pretty. They're doing pretty good. But Weekly Styles is in the pit, which means Bonnie will have a chance at trying to gain back second, not first, second. And Tyler getting a personal best there, or maybe a fastest lap, as he comes down the final straight towards the bus stops. Let's spectate Tyler for a minute here. Let's see if Tyler can improve on his time, getting the 57s, as he makes his way down into the last straight where the bus stop is. Brakes just before the 100-meter board, goes into the last 2 corners. Really good there, really strong exit from Tyler. Will he be able to improve on his time? Unfortunately, he does not. Now, I don't know if he improved on his time, but he probably did somehow. But meanwhile, Tyler has caught up. He's caught up to the rest of the guys after 45 seconds of loss. He has managed to gain a huge lead, and he's managing to gain an advantage on these guys as he goes along the Tamil Straight. Keep an eye out on these 3 now, because these three might be getting back to having a little bit of a battle, but especially on Weekly Style and Woody, these 2 in particular, these guys are going to be having a little bit of a scrap. But yeah, let's just quickly show the others. So I believe the teams were, if you guys did not know, Bonnie Evo, Joe X, and the other guy, I can't remember his name, were a team. Natty was a solo, Tim was a solo, Ifin was a solo, Tyler, Play Dutchy, and Toussaint, they were a team. Woody, Thunder, and Evan was a team. And yeah, that's all I recall. I think Lee was also a team, I'm not too sure. But with 17 minutes to go, it's doing pretty well. Yeah, the clock counts down, but you know how it is. But yeah, for those in Gavra as well, I don't know if you like remember, but we used to have these overlays for the streams, and they used to be alright. And yeah, I think it was an internet problem that made me not do them again. But I've noticed that I've been doing quite well with mine, because I've been doing a lot of testing, and the overlays seem to be working. So if I can, I'll have a word with. I'm gonna try and see if we can get the overlays back for next season. For the F1, so keep an eye out there, because you never know, I might be able to bring them back. We might be able to see the overlays and what we all knew about them. Well, we obviously knew them, and I'm pretty sure the majority of us enjoyed them, so I will be trying to bring them back. You'll just have to give me some time if you are watching this on YouTube, and if you're watching the replay, and if you've got this far in the video. But yeah, so far so good from these guys. I wouldn't say there's any major error between these 3. However, Tyler, remember, is still winning in pole position, even though he's 4th on the game. It does sound confusing, but we listen to what Toussaint says. But 5th is a Tim Bren. Wait, why am I saying 5th is a Tim Bren? In 1st place for Group 3 is a Tim Bren. Now, if we look at the Group 3 drivers, there are pretty familiar faces here. Natty was in Season 3, and he's our GT Sport admin. So if you guys don't know, he's our GT Sport admin. So if you have anything GT Sport related, let Natty know. And obviously, he'll try to help. I think Tim Graham, them 2 were Season 3 drivers. I think was also a Season 2 driver, if I remember correctly. I don't think Leeds Fusion was a driver. He normally drives in the F1 leagues, but I don't think he drives in the GT Sport leagues. Tyler is a F1 admin, and he's also like penalty guy, the penalty manager person, as well as Dutchy. Oh, I think they call the steward. Yeah, they call the steward. So hold on, let me repeat that sentence. So Tyler is the steward. So he manages penalties and everything, and also Dutchy is as well, which is pretty cool. They do a fantastic job. He's also an F1 admin, F1 commentator, and he used to drive in the Premier Series, and he's also GT Sport GT Sport season winner, which is pretty cool. Wesley Styles and Woody normally drives the GT Sport League. Wesley Styles, he drives for the F1, so he must be doing one off. However, that was weird. I found in Wesley Styles, these two looking for a little bit of scrap as he's on to turn 9 and 10. Not sure what happened there. Hello Wolfie, welcome back. As Woody is now losing time, well, not his dead time actually, which is not bad from the Irishman. But so far, in first place, Tiger Assassin, he's still on pole, and it looks like he's going to still win the race. In second, we've got Bonnie Evil. Third place, Woody. Fourth place, Wesley Style in Group 1. In Group 3, we have a Tim Bren in first. Ivan in second. X90G in third. Glitch Fusion in fourth, and of course Ted in last. But Ted, he left at the start of the race. So, Ted, if you're watching, man, you did well, and well done for getting that far into the race. It's pretty good. But yeah, anyway, welcome back, Wolfie. But yeah, with over 12 minutes to go, I think we're coming towards the end. I mean, it's been a long run. It's been quite long, to be fair. It has been quite an eventful one as well, I'm not gonna lie. I can't remember how long it's been. It's been quite a while, but yeah, if you guys don't know, I also did commentary for the Super Formula event with Natty, our GT Sport admin. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. You know, it was a really good race, a lot of amazing drivers there. And I also competed in Group B of GT Sport Season 3, and was also in the NASCAR event, but I messed up the NASCAR event. I can't remember how I messed up. But Bonnie Evil, speaking of Bonnie Evil, we've just seen Bonnie Evil go 2 tenths up on his time, so we're going to be able to go for 57. I'm not sure how we got 57.2, but we respect that. As he goes onto the bus stop in the last 2 corners, goes down towards the finish line, will be able to improve on his time, goes towards the line, and just manages to improve on his time by 3 thousandths of a second. Four and a half hours, really? We've been doing this for 4.5 hours. Wow. Luckily I had a drink, so. It's been worth it in the long run. But right now, Wesley Styles is looking to close the gap on Woody soon, so keep an eye out on these two. Tyler is still in first, as we all know. Tim Glenn has just been flying the whole way, to be fair. You started at 4th. Oh wow! Yeah, I just realised. So it'll be 20 to 9. British summertime. When we're done. I don't know. But to be honest, right, I've actually enjoyed it. It's been great. I've enjoyed sitting up here in the commentary box, commentating away. It feels pretty good. Obviously, were there some improvements to be made? Yes, a lot of improvements. I think a lot of it is just to do with like the testing and stuff. But we will learn for the 24-hour. Remember, the 24-hour in Le Mans is a month away. So feel free to check it out. If you don't know what it's about, please head on over to the Discord or the Gavra Racing website, and you'll be able to find out. Yeah, thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much. I've been doing it for 4.5 hours. My throat's hurting. But yeah, it's been quite a blast. With 9 minutes left. Woo! To be honest, I feel quite excited for the upcoming events. But yeah, if I remember correctly, I don't think there's any events. Let me double check while we watch these guys. However, keep an eye on Wesley Styles and Woody here. Woody is looking to try and look for like a move here. And yeah, thank you, I appreciate that, guys. But yeah, woo. Yeah, with 8 minutes to go. Oh my god, time flies when you're having fun and sitting here in the commentary box. It feels great. You love Spa, your favourite on the F1 calendar. Yeah, it was. I don't mind Spa, but like I don't think I can go around this track for 3 hours, man. But yeah. But yeah, with 7 minutes to go. 7 minutes to go. So, been doing good. So, honestly, 7 minutes to go. Not a lot of contact here, but I am going to keep a close eye out on these two, Wesley Styles and Woody, because these two are looking to try and I have a feeling Wesley Styles and Woody, this is the battle for third, ladies and gentlemen. With 6 minutes to go, can Wesley Styles look to gain a move on Woody, as they go into turn 6, round into turn 7. Wesley Styles gaining a lot of time here on Woody as they go down the main straight into turn 8. Woody holding it on the inside, managing to go on the outside, touches the axle tough a little bit. Wesley Styles gaining a lot of time here as they go into turn 9 and 10. Woody holding it into turn 9, both of them holding it into turn 9. Great job into turn 10 as well as they approach now into turn 11. Wesley Styles gaining a lot of time here on Woody as they go now into turn 12 as they go down the main straight. Wesley Styles now is in the slipstream of Woody. This is going to be an intense battle for third place, ladies and gentlemen, here at Spa as they go down the straight. Manages to get nicely on the curb there. Luckily Woody didn't go over the Astros turf as they go into the bus stop. Brakes at the 100, just before the 100 metre board. into the apexes. Woody getting a better exit. However, Wesley Styles is in the slipstream now as they approach turn 1. Woody now going into turn 1 as well as Wesley Styles, both going on the inside, hooking the apex nicely on the outside, down the main straight. Woody managed to get a better send off there than Wesley Styles. I take that back. Wesley Styles is actually gaining on Woody, using the battery as they can into the caramel straight, as now they're on the main straight, the caramel straight into turn 3 and 4. And we should expect to move here, so keep an eye out. They move into turn 3 and turn 4. Both of them do it really well. Now moving into turn 5, down the main straight, down that little straight into turn 6. Woody losing a lot of time here. Wesley Styles is gaining, going into turn 6 around the long oval. Wesley Styles trying to look for a move there, doesn't manage to do it into turn 7. As really close from these two in particular. We are seeing some really good racing now at the last 4 minutes of the race, as they go down into turn 8, also known as Pumon, as they both managed to hook it on the inside. Wesley Styles gaining that control, gaining that momentum into turn 9 and turn 10. He looks for a move. Will he consider it into turn 9? And manages to hold it. Will he hold the position into turn 10? Now moving into turn 11. Will Wesley Styles be able to get the move done? Not quite. However, he does still have the slipstream into turn 12 down the main straight, as yeah, these two in particular, these two are going to have a little bit of a scrap. Wesley Styles, speaking of the devil, going to have a little bit of a scrap. Will they consider making the move? They're very close between each other. They might have a little go here towards the bus stop. Wesley Styles going on the outside, breaking at the 100-meter board. Woody holding the inside into turn, into the bus stop, into the last corner down the main straight. Woody getting a lot of time there. As Woody managed to get the better exit. Well done there from Woody, as now they approaching turn 1, and Woody doing on the inside as well as Wesley Styles, as they go down the caramel straight. While approaching the caramel straight, Wesley Styles gaining that time on Woody. Will Woody be able to make the move here? Will he consider keeping that position in 3rd place, as Wesley Styles is looking for the move going down the caramel straight? Wesley Styles gaining a lot of time. X90G is in the way, however he's staying on the right side, allowing them to safely go past, as they go wheel to wheel into turn 3, as Woody holding it on the inside. Will he be able to hold it into turn 4? Nicely done. Moving into turn 5, as Woody's getting all the time there. And now they approach turn 6. Wesley Styles might consider looking for a move into turn 6, looking for the move on the outside. Now having to think about it, he still didn't make the move done. Moving into turn 7 down the main straight. Will Wesley Styles and Woody be able to keep this up? Will they be able to have a chance? Considering it, moving into turn 8, also known as Pumon, as Wesley Styles is gradually catching up here onto Woody into turn 9, having a look for the move, not quite yet, into turn 9 and into turn 10. Will as they now approaching into turn 11, nicely done. Now moving into turn 12, Wesley Styles is now holding on to it, as they go now down into the main straight. As Wesley Styles looking for a move on the outside, considering it pushes with a lot of contact there. Wesley Styles going a little bit wide, holding it into bus stop, as they go closing up into the last 2 corners. Nicely done. And so far, so good. These two drivers, they've been having a battle for the final lap here at Spa. Wilson said Tasty tied it, building up the lead now onto Wesley Styles and onto Woody. Will he be able to get involved in this battle on the very last lap? But however, remember, Tyler is still winning this race because of the incident that happened very early on in the race. Wesley Styles now gaining on Woody as they go into the caramel straight. As Woody losing the speed there, Wesley Styles gaining all the speed in the world as he go wheel to wheel into turn 3. Woody holding it on the inside, now looking for the move on the inside of that apex. Wesley Styles just holding it off a little bit. Wesley Styles going to have to do a lot of work to try and gain at least 3rd place in this race, as they go wheel to wheel, well, not wheel to wheel, as Whitley Style and Woody looking for the move on turn 6, manages to do it. Woody does a little bit wide, moves into turn 7. Whitley Style still considering that move as Whitley Style is holding the slipstream as we go down into turn 8 for the final time here in Spa. Woody doing really wide, allowing Whitley Style to get the move done, and Woody, he might not give up here. He's definitely looking for this move here as this fusion comes in 8th, but Whitley Style manages to win the battle and comes up into 3rd place. But remember, Bonnie Evil, he came 2nd, but well done Bonnie Evil, well played there, as Whitley Style and Woody unfortunately coming in last place, Whitley Style coming in 3rd place, and Tyler is still on pole apparently. Remember, 2 Cent knows everything. Ask 2 Cent. But a Tindren comes across the line in 5th. Well done there, as Ifin coming in 2nd place in Group 3. Well done Ifin, and Whitley Style coming in 3rd place, and unfortunately Woody in last place. As Natty, what is Natty doing? Is Natty trying to drive the track backwards again? Probably, but quite unfortunate there from the British driver. But yeah, from here, ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to announce Natty is doing a lot of spin-offs, doing a nice show and tell, doing a little bit of drifting there, because he knows that everyone's watching him, so go crazy Natty if he considers it. But ladies and gentlemen, this has been the 3-hour Spa event. Yeah, it's been really good. Thank you so much guys for watching the video. It's been a really long stream, honestly. That big shout out goes to 2 Cent, Tyler and Woody for commentating. Big shout out goes to the winners as well. Will Natty approach the final corner? He does on the bus stop, as overtaking is prohibited apparently, as Natty comes to the last corner, finishes in 3rd place. Oh my god, gets rear damage. Will he be able to catch up in 20 seconds? As he's considering it, trying to do a lot of drifting there. Does a lot of drifting, and he tries to reverse into the 7th place. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. So here are your standings for the race, and yeah, remember, Tiger, he was on pole position. Don't know about that Group 1 scenario, we'll let you know. But ladies and gentlemen, this has been Spa. 3 hours of Spa. Ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to announce that the event's finally over. Big shout out to everyone. Thank you so much for doing it. Guys, you have been an absolute, like, it's been great. Like, everyone's done really well, surprisingly. Shout out goes to Gavra and all that. Thank you guys in the commentary box. And all that. Big shout out goes to everyone for watching. I don't know, Wolfie, you'll have to ask 2 Cent. But GG guys, well played. But from me and from everyone here at Gavra Racing, thank you for watching. You all have a good day, stay safe, and we'll speak to you next time. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, I've been the Scout Dan. You've all been Gavra. Thank you so much for letting me commentate. It has been an honour. I will see you guys next time.
Right, hello. So this
You
is
have something to say.
I have something to say. Yes, I do.
Okay.
This is how the
I
final
was just,
grid
you
finished.
were lucky there 2 Cent, because I was just about to end the stream. I'll go crazy. What are you going to say?
Okay, so the final finishing results are this. It was the BCMR number 95 team in 1st. It was then Wiggly in 2nd, Bon Evil in 3rd, and Team PMT Racing in 4th and last in class. Then Tim won in Group 3. It was Finn in 2nd, Natty in 3rd, and then Geek Fusion, Aston and Kayla Love rounded out the Group 3 field there. Everybody else was